What is up, buds? Welcome to WeeD&D, the pot positive live tabletop role-playing experience. I am your dungeon master for the night, Brandon Allen McClanahan, but my buds call me Bam. Thank you so much for being here tonight, guys. Holy crap, buds. We are kicking off our second year of this incredible journey. Big love, mad, huge, just kisses and sloppy. We can't touch anybody right now, so it's like, imagine me just like licking the side of your face for all the wonderful support that you guys have given us over this past year. It is just absolutely amazing to kind of watch the community grow. Big shout out to all the people that are so active in the community that make it such a welcoming and awesome place. It is honestly probably the first thing mentioned when people talk about the show is just what a wonderful group of people the buds are. And so, buds, we freaking love you. All our new buds, welcome. These are some of my favorite people in the world. All of our old buds, holy crap, guys. Let's get back at doing some magic. Things are taking off over here at the old Onyxheart Studios, where we come at you from for this WeeD&D, or at least I do. We are getting ready to launch a new art show called Creation Station. That'll be a art stream here on Twitch as well, so keep an eye out for that. I'll be doing some of those fun little images and dropping them all over the place when we're about to launch that. I think the plan is next week, but I don't, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, so I'm very excited to launch that. Our amazing artist, Vlad Kolinik, who does like so much of the incredible art. If you saw the 4-hour 420 stream, it literally covered our entire table. The dude did like over almost 100 images for us in the past year. And I can't thank him enough. Another big heart, love, kisses, sloppy wetness to our man Sandy Stein, who makes all the original music for this show and has just consistently delivered the greatest of fire. The show would not be the same without you. We love you so much, man. Honestly, we had a leveling up sesh last week, so the Ferocious Five is now level 9, and that means we didn't get to get in there and get some of that D&D. So I'm eager to get back in, but in order to do that, I've got to hand this here joint to one of my favorite 5 people in the universe, my dear and wonderful, exceptionally talented, brilliant, fun friend, Brenna. Hey, Brenna, how you doing, girl?
Baby. I'm doing great. Bam, thank you so much. You're incredible. I appreciate you. Girl. And I'm grateful for you. Just saying. Just throwing that out there. And I'm grateful for you, buds. This is incredible. Brenna, Folger, Bruenor the Theseaserpent, and my favorite breed of dog is a Great Dane. How about you, Abby? What's up?
Oh, thank you so much, Brenna. Oh my gosh, what a question. Well, Abby D&D first. Tynna Smoothhands around these parts. And I'm gonna have to say that my favorite, I like those like golden doodles. Like they're so cute and they're always so happy. Oh my gosh, but all dogs though, really. Struby, you gotta answer for me. What's your favorite dog breed?
Thanks. Thanks for the weed. My favorite dog breed is the one that won't leave me. Jake?
Okay.
I'm kidding. What's up, y'all? Drew, Thoricus the dwarf. I love all dogs, just like everyone else. I am not in a bad mood. I am fucking psyched to be here with everybody. Gosh, you know what? Throughout my whole life, though, Cocker Spaniel has been like the family dog, you know what I mean? Like over and over and over again. So that is probably the one that I'm going to have to go with for dogs. Thank you, bud, so much for just being here with us and sharing all this weird, awesome, positive support and love. It means the world to us. And I couldn't think of any better people to share it with. So ladder's up to you guys. I know we're going to do it later on, but yeah, just Jake. Now I'm going to be sentimental and weird. So coming to you, bud.
Thank you, best friend. I had grabbed it earlier, so I had to re-grab it. That's the magic.
You passed it back. It's secret.
Yeah, man. Speaking from the heart, best friend. In that first half, though, you had me. It was like, oh, dog death. No. But anyway, Jake Taylor here once again as Rial Othrevan. He is the arcane trickster rogue high elf and fake child murderer. Fake, though. do it for the right reason. But yes, actually smoking out of the hookah tonight because your boy's a homeowner. Yeah, this is the last time I'll be in this particular set, so figured we'd just kick it off a little different. And that's what me and my buds do best. So I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. Gus Langley. It's coming. Oh, hang on. There we go.
Woo! Appreciate that, Jake. Congrats, man. Like you said, I am your boy, Gus Two Blunts Langley. And today I am rocking a reverse Divit outfit. Got my regular arms and then some skeleton ribcage action. And my favorite dog is Snoop Dogg. You're up, Bam.
Oh, yeah! Ooh, it is back. Favorite dog. Let me think. Actually, that's pretty easy for me. I have always wanted, and I think the dog I will have eventually one day is a miniature Australian Shepherd. That's the one that I like. They're super smart. They're super cute. And, nobody else explained why. They just said it, so I don't need to go into that. I do, however, need to kick us off with our little ritual that we like to do around here. Maybe you've heard about it. Maybe you haven't. But we like to take a lighter, like this little guy right here. Make sure we're not going to light any of our friends, family, or household pets on fire, and go. Lighters up. Let's play some fucking D&D, guys. Ow!
WeeDnD, high fantasy, literally for you and me. So load up bowl and make a roll to take control. WeeDnD.
Man, that intro gets me every single time. A year later, and it's still just like... Whew. All right. If you will please allow me to set the mood. When last we left the Ferocious Five, they rested at long last after their many epic battles since their return from the Feywild. Divit, freeing the spirit of the imprisoned Glacius, learned of the Druid's plan to summon the Tree of Life into the prime material plane, and that with the aid of her new advisor, Sithis, Queen Mab seeks to plant her court within the Tree of Legend. Meanwhile, Rial approached the unremarkable child, Emerella, now free from her crystal prison. But it was the voice of Auntie Agatha Frogworth that raised from the lips of the twisted child's form, and fearing a return of the old night hag, Rial set the child ablaze, freeing her at long last from her nightmarish existence. A short burial ceremony was held by he and Tynna, while Bruenor investigated the nearby underwater tunnel entrance. Thoricus returned to request aid from Melora the mountain, who took him on a wild ride through the stone earth of the mountain, offering him use of this power in return for purifying the taint of the Feywild. It was then that the green orbs surrounding the top of the Malachite Mountain's peaks separated from the mountain and began to float into the sky above. Whew. All right, guys, we jump back in. Those of you resting still within the stones in the cave of the Malachite Mountains, you are jostled, alert from your long rest, by the ground suddenly shaking. Divit, you look at the green stone walls that still kind of undulate like a serpent's skin, and you watch as small little rocks just start falling down the many high lengths. You know, you see the beams of white light peering in from all the various cracks in the ceiling above, illuminating the purple waters to your north and southwest. The ground itself starts to be coated with small stones as it feels like the entire mountain itself lets out a mighty groan. You feel the cry hit you like a gust of wind, Inside this tunnel, all of you are startled awake. Divit, you look at the wall where you saw Thoricus sitting on the stone throne that disappeared into the mountain. You know, your kind of skeleton fingers scraping at the green stones as the stone face next to you, reassures you that he's all right. We shoot through the mountain. Thoricus, you're sitting in the stone throne summoned for you by Melora the Mountain, who just took you on a trip around all the various locations that are attached to the Malachite Mountains, the city of Emerella, Boxo's Crossroad. You even peered into the north and saw the dwarven citadel of Nombul Deer. You suddenly bump into the green orb, and you see as the orb, like a wall that stops you, lifts off of the top of the mountain. You hear the great jetting crack of stone ripping as magic separates the top of this mountain from the rest of its peaks. And you watch, kind of sitting in your throne, front row seat, as you're sitting in this stone throne, you see the stone eyes and mouth of Melora inside with you, screaming in pain as you look up, and you watch the mountaintop just with, surrounded in this large green orb of energy. Float into the air above you. The walls around you have kind of shifted into stone, and you look at the face after, which the eyes kind of droop closed, the stone circles of Melora's face that's guided you through the mountain. Finally, you see it. He takes a deep breath. The wall around you returns to mud, and you start dropping through the mountain again, almost straight and directly down. Until, like at the end of an amusement park ride, the stone throne sets down back inside the cave. You see the startled faces of Divit, Tynna, Bruenor, and Rial. You look around in the empty chamber, moss covering the ground. The crystals completely purged now. The silver streams of magic and the purple water have faded, although the water still remains. You see the piled corpses in the corner of the giant spiders, the phased rider, the emerald-skinned goblins piled up out of the way. You see the short, shallow grave of Esmeralda. Thoricus, what do you do?
I didn't shit my pants. Shut up.
Make a deception check.
Yeah, prove it.
Roll for poop.
Prove it, bro. Roll for poop.
Yeah. No,
You guys are pretty sure that Thoricus didn't shit his pants.
All right, good to know, bro.
as long as they know.
Yo, where did you go? What just happened?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea. I sat down in the chair. I was talking to the mountain. We were having a very nice conversation. All of a sudden, wait, is he? Can we talk to him?
You kind of look over. It seems like he's fatigued from this great experience. Figuratively losing a part of his body. You see the kind of like stone circular eyes and the little mouth that just kind of floats around on the wall. You see it kind of come to life. Not the same struggled breaths, but certainly a damaged soul begins speaking. This is my gift to you for clearing the taint.
Oh, yeah.
He takes a heavy breath. My mind is weak. They have stolen my body. But this gift I still offer you. You may move through my body with great alacrity, shouldered by the mountain.
Thank you. That was your small intestine, though? I just want to make that clear. It looked like it. From what I know of mountain guts. Thank you. Again, that'll be really handy, I'm sure. Sorry about your head. I know. Sometimes you just lose your shit, and what can we do? How can we help you out to get that back? Is I think the question that I'm trying to ask right now, since I'm.
That's a really good question.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You see, he takes a deep breath. I do not know how the druids were were able to remove my peak. But with it, they have stolen some of my power. I can feel them tinkering, drawing from my essence. Perhaps the removal of Queen Mab herself allowed them what they needed. He lets out a deep sigh, and you feel like the walls around you kind of settle a little bit. You hear the last of the tinkling stones as they land in the green, mossy ground. You know, the moist air around you, no longer fragrant of cinnamon. Now it just smells like the dank innards of an ancient cave. You know, a smell that to you, Thoricus, is rather pleasant.
Like a
I had a nickel.
Delicious. So he's like passed out now, like out of energy, can't talk to us anymore? Or...
No, he can still talk. You just kind of see that, you know, it's like the chaos of the commotion of the shaking caves and everything. It's not like the walls are going to fall in on you or anything. He's kind of, it seems like he's settled and is, you know, processing. He's pretty pained, but he's certainly able to talk still.
Cool. While everyone's talking to the mountain, I'm not like distracting or trying to take anything away from it. Bruno is just kind of slowly moving over into the water in like the southwest corner, but not diving in. I'm not trying to like take it. I'm still want to talk to this mountain. I'm just taking a little peep-see to see if it's got any weird silver stuff in it still.
Yeah, you do notice, Bruenor, that the streaks of magic have faded. So it's more just like a purple. And the water, for whatever reason, is still purple, but it is a fresh water. You don't smell salt or anything. But the source of the water, the waterfall itself, has stopped. So you know, it looks like this water has just kind of filled, you know, an area behind where this pool of water is in the southwest of the cave.
Excellent, thank you.
Oh yeah.
And I, Divit, the Revenant Barlock, see what's going on and hear the mountain. But I'm a little distracted because the shower in the Feygu seems to have revealed new text scrimshot into my bones.
Good scrimshot.
And I'm kind of like, I'm looking at this new sword that I have, and I'm looking at this new stuff, and I'm just like, there's a lot going on right now.
Yes, Divit, infused with the new powers, you know, granted from this leveling experience, your connection, your mastery over these random planes. You see as this strange magic has been infused with your very bone itself. You know, your Book of Shadows, scrimshaw on your bones. The scrimshaw itself purple like the color of the mist. The water. And yes, you feel like you have access to some new fancy abilities in your hand, and you look at the sword, you know, once labeled the Ice Blight of Glacius himself, you know, that you've renamed Divit's Cool Breeze. You look down at the sword, virtually made of ice. You know, you see the frost just kind of, you know, so smoldering off the blade, little vapors of white energy, and yeah, you certainly feel that acorn of Tynna's former lover, you know, beating within you. You feel the connection to that dark power granted you. Again, you know, the last time you left your communication with Death, he was a little angry that you had returned to him again so soon. And so you haven't really had like the communiques with him that you have. But this moment here, as you look down and you see the granting of this dark blessing, you know it must be his magic that has been granted you. So, you know, apparently, even though maybe you guys ain't talking right now, he's still getting you gifts, you know.
Yeah, he was cued into that pay-per-view match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, Divit, you stood up tough and repped Death like a boss too, and that was a favorite moment of mine as well. So yeah, it appears that, you know, he's kind of showered the same bounty upon you. So yeah, you guys kind of, you know, you see Melora again, fatigued but not unconscious or anything. Kind of settling down. You see the eyes, you know, just kind of like the stone circular eyes and the stone mouth, just kind of like droopy a little bit, almost like a cartoon face, just kind of settling down. You can tell, you know, this having a great piece of him removed was rather taxing on his body.
Yeah, but he asked us to remove another part of his body, and we did that for him, so he could at least answer some questions. We cleared the tank.
Absolutely. Yeah, you guys are definitely in his good graces right now.
All right, cool. I mean, it's good to have a Titan on your side, am I right?
Yeah.
He's gonna give us like the ability to move around too, around the whole map. So that's pretty dope.
Yeah, just to clarify the D&D of that, you guys will be able to move anywhere within the limits of the Malachite Mountain. So it's like, again, that doesn't necessarily solve some of your problems for the far-off kingdom of, say, Elmira and the other things. But it does kind of give you a fast pass, if you will, to Emerella, Boxo's Crossroads. You could get to Nombuldir pretty quickly. You know, it won't bring you to Nombuldir, but it'll bring you to the north side of the mountain, which faces Nombuldir. So yeah, you guys kind of have like a fast travel through the Malachite Mountains right now.
That's cool.
Awesome.
Dope.
We unlocked fast travel, guys. We did it.
It took 1 year.
Did it.
One of the best parts of the game.
Laura,
Dude.
if I'm not being too forward, do you have any special places in you'd like to tell us about?
You're being too forward. Being too forward.
You see,
And I'm like rubbing Thoricus' shoulder while I say this.
Not with the bone hands, bro. At least put a glove on or
Ugh.
something. It's so weird.
Things you don't think about. The bony
I
hand.
don't care about you. Just stop, okay? I appreciate the affection, but
yeah, you see Melora. Ah, yes, the secret places deep within. No doubt, you know of the dragon. Zulithax. Zulithax's den rests within, blighted by dark magics. I know there are powerful things there, but what lies there is hidden even from Melora. The dwarves, they mined so deep, took much of my bounty, but some remains. The adamantite. Thoricus, your ears, boop, kind of peek up. A fabled metal of the dwarven people, said to be, not indestructible, but one of the strongest materials. You know that weapons made of adamantite break objects with advantage. You know the D&D of it, but they destroy objects normal, and that if you can actually get enough of it, you can make a suit of armor called adamantite armor, which is immune to critical hits.
What?
That's crazy.
Go.
Oh.
I love all of you guys so much. And I think that I've made really great pieces of armor for you. But you know how we, outside of the show kind of talk about treat yourself? I think Papa needs that suit of armor. I'm not,
Thoricus is having
like,
a me day.
I don't have a 20 AC or shit to turn myself into a six-eyed bear or...
Not yet, you don't, baby. Let's get you a new pair of pants.
New pair of pants for Papa.
Yes.
Papa wants some silver pants, you know what I mean? Just suck a
Yes.
Suck
Make
a
a
boogie.
montage.
I can just boogie past the strikes, be like,
All right. So yeah, basically, Melora's saying, that he has been mined out pretty good, but that some of the adamantite does still remain. There's still some of that in his old veins. To kind of he kind of takes a deep breath, and you feel a little bit of breeze come through all the different caves of the mountain, as if he's like a bat pinging with his own breath inside of himself. And you watch as the pool of water standing near you, Bruenor, in the southwest of the room, starts bubbling from the air that's being sucked up from underneath. Blue elf, it appears you're already on the way.
Sure. Thank you. That's me. I'm the blue one, right? I like look. It's me.
Ah, yes, my sister.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm blue. Yeah, me. I'm blue. Yo, listen up. Here's a story about this puddle over here that we can dive into. if y'all are done and have looted bodies and stuff, I say we use my shield and knock on it twice, and we take a dive. We have ourselves a good old dive. When was the last time you guys got wet?
Will we be safe?
I'm already in the water. Scar's like, that's a great idea.
Yeah, Divit, you know, being a revenant, you don't need to breathe. So you're just like, doop, 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 doop.
Hey, Brandon, did you have an idea of how that would go, or should I do it? Like how, like, having the shield get activated and giving everybody the ability to breathe.
Yeah, so it actually casts the spell water breathing.
I'm gonna do it! Wait,
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
it's not my thing yet.
Which it has a certain implication. Because of the implication.
Do we get shorter?
Because of the implication.
Okay, no, it's not concentration. That's my apologies. So it casts the spell water breathing once per day. Remember, it does need to be bathed in water in order to like redo that. So after, to get the recharge the next day. It's within a range of 30 feet. It lasts for 24 hours. And it grants up to 10 willing creatures that you can see within range the ability to breathe underwater until the spell ends. They also retain their normal mode of respiration.
Wow.
Guess what? I have enough to also cast one for you, Brandon. You get to go underwater with us today. Yeah, hydrate. Everybody get a drink of water because we're going for a swimmy swim.
Yeah. All right. So Bruenor, you know, you kind of this is the first time calling upon this magic, you know, and you grab the maiden's bort, you know, the shield that you carry that looks like the maiden's head of an ancient ship. You know, you feel that ancient wood kind of humming in your arm. And again, this thing connects to a legacy that you've tried to shun through most of your, you know, experience, that you're only just now kind of starting to settle back into and understand the real strength of your spirit and the legacy of your timeline. And you kind of take the shield, and, you know, you're not a magic user. You don't really know where to call to the weave from, you know, but as you kind of connect to that feeling of legacy in your own arm, you feel just this, again, the wave of the ocean, as if you're underwater yourself. You know, you look around you, you're still standing near the edge of the water, but suddenly it's like you're breathing water yourself, and you, and only you, can see this wave of water that washes away from you, and you control it as it goes over and washes the bodies of each of the targets of the spell. And you can see that they all are bathed in this magical water that kind of emanates from your shield, granting them the ability to breathe underwater.
Breathe.
It's magic.
But
Yeah.
now you only breathe underwater.
Breathe.
Suddenly you're like, oh,
Caveat.
Thoricus,
Yeah,
run!
I definitely, like, I feel the power in my, like, holding onto the shield. I even, like, dunk the shield in the water to get it wet so that I can, like, feel the, like, just get it all extra gushy and mushy and get it all over my five. My motherfucker is like, I'm ready for this. And Brian's so stoked because he hasn't been for a swim in a while. So, yeah, we're ready.
You see he folds his wings back and just kind of splash dives in. Everybody else, you guys, what do you guys want to do? Divit's in the water, Bruenor and Brian, or you guys are going in the water? Everybody's got water breathing.
I walk like this, like I keep walking backwards, like, yeah.
Oh yeah, and then I start like shimmying. Oh yeah. And then I can't fall in.
Nice.
Brian's here to help if anybody has a hard time swimming.
Well, Tynna Boogie's back. I'm just like watching, just like we're off on another marvelous adventure. Like, these people, I love these people, but there is something I have to do before I go. I'm gonna approach the Esmeralda grave and take out the painting, the prophetic painting she did.
Dope. Yeah, you kind of pull it out of the Krampus's sack. You know, you just like reach it, call it from the void, and you pull out the painting and look at it. You know, the frenetic strokes, some of her own blood matted in with the painting as she, you know, summoned the vision from ostensibly the future. You look down on it, your you know, absence of it.
Sorry, I think we got a freeze. I mean, hey, we hit a year. The freeze had to happen. Am I with y'all?
Yeah, you're good.
You were still super handsome, by the way.
It just really built the tension.
Yeah.
So I do have the painting where Thoricus is burying the axe into the chest of Synthesis with my face, which makes a lot more sense these days. I get it now. And then we have Divit shooting Eldritch Blasts in the back. We have Tynna with like a godly glow. And this prophecy hits home. I mean, where's Bruenor? What are we getting ourselves into? And I just am so focused on this, and then with Esmeralda's death, like create bonfire the map, or not the map, the painting. So I'd like to burn that, and with the ashes, as sort of a mix of war paint and just a reminder. Like I had to, maybe it wasn't a child, but I had to light her on fire, and that sucked. I'm chaotic good, but sometimes doing the right thing sucks, but you have to do it. So I have these ashes in my hand from the painting, and I want to smear it very Furiosa from Mad Max Fury Road. So I just want this to be, and even if my hands are still hot from the spell, just to kind of burn it in a little bit. So just like the black ash here up.
So dope. Yes, Rial, the magic flame, once more summoning it in the exact same spot as you look down, at the kind of wet mud that you pushed over the shallow grave of this girl. Again, you did set this child free from a tortured existence. What all of the people had in mind for her, none of the players had anything good in mind. And you watched her twisted body, her bones snap backwards as she became, this abomination in front of you. And then, you let yourself kind of remember fondly the moments of the little girl herself, the kind of expressionless way that she would just kind of hold your hand as you went around. And you set the painting down and set it ablaze. And you watch again as the mashed blood and the thick paints that she had kind of scratched in this image, strangely devoid of Bruenor the Serpent. You watch as the flames, first eat away at Thoricus with the dual-bladed axe buried in the chest of a body that shares your face. You see the green, jetting, arcing flames of Divit's Eldritch Blast, a spell he did not yet have when you saw this painting. You watch as it starts to burn away in the flames. You see Divit's shape disappear as well as you look upon the last image just kind of burning there in the fire, and that's the illumination of Tynna. It's almost like the glow of the painting itself is so benevolent that it holds the flames at bay for a moment. And you watch as the flames kind of fold around her, and they immediately bubble and turn into ash, rather than burning it away shortly. You watch as this, projected image of a potential future that may have been in store for you burns into ash, and you dig your hands through. You kind of let the simmering burn of the ash hurt you a little bit just to drive the point of this moment home, and you streak the hands, from your eyebrows up, singeing some of the hair, marking your face, in a way that your people, the High Elves specifically, would despise. That it's the a very pretentious people to many types. The true nature of them as a whole, but you kind of brand yourself with this moment in your own history, and you allow yourself to kind of feel that brief moment of pain that happens as you streak the ashes across your forehead. And you look down, and again, that sense of release that you felt as you casted your spell into the dark pit where the cherry blossom tree used to rest, that purge of emotion, you feel once more like the gust of the wind of the mountain raise out of the ash and just kind of wash over you.
It's a release. It does feel good. It's one of those things that, and as far as the High Elves go, I know that. It's like, I didn't get to decide who I am. Why should they? So, fuck off. Get out of here.
So, Rial, you're kind of standing there, and you turn around and you look back in the water, and you see Divit, standing about shoulder deep in the water, just going up and down and kind of chuckling to himself that he can breathe, in both circumstances. And you watch as his head disappears under the purple water, and then it pops back up, and his beard grows back magically to the exact same length. And you see as Tynna dips under and is attempting to test her magical breathing as well. She lifts forward, and Tynna, you feel the weight of the length of your hair pulling on the edge of your head. Your eyebrows you feel, you look at your little halfling feet, some of the little hairs that trickle between your toes. You look back down. The curse of baldness, the magical baldness from that spell has worn off. And both Tynna and Divit have their hair back.
Yeah.
I have hair again! Divit, do you have hair again? Oh,
I like check other places and I'm like, yeah!
And what about Thoricus?
Thoricus, you're like, hey, you like run to the purple water and start splashing it on your head. Unfortunately, no. I'm sorry, it won't come in there, bro. It's like right here. It's not gonna happen for us.
Next time.
It's not gonna happen.
Next time.
So yeah, kind of awesome. Again, that did have a duration, and the duration has worn off. So yeah, you see as the hair of, again, one of the more striking things that ties your, familial link to each of you is kind of the orangish hue that comes to your hair. Divit's is pretty bright orange, but it's like, again, in that moment as you kind of look at each other, and it's like, even though, yes, Divit has skeleton arms, but, having this beard back and looking like his former self with his hair and all, it's again, you kind of just like look at each other and it's like, yeah, that's my family,
Hey, brother.
The three of us definitely look related.
Yeah.
Cha!
Start a little splash fight in the water. You see Brian's having a great time.
Yeah, especially now. Like, we're all
Like-
standing here, our hair's floating, and we're just
Right.
standing at the bottom of this tunnel.
Having the dopest tea party.
Like,
Like me and Tynna look a little bit alike, but Bruenor, when you stand in between us, you can really tell.
you get it, right?
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
Fixed middle ground. You're right. Cha. Cha.
Chop.
All right, Rial, Thoricus, you guys joining them in the waters?
You got Papa Sketty.
Oh, me? Sorry. I had this in earlier. Hey, bud. Do you need to talk? Because you left this on earlier, and I think you're feeling really bad right now, and as your best friend, I want to help out. I got connections with a Titan. He's part of the thing we're in right now. What can I do for you? You doing all right?
Man, this thing was on. You probably heard some.
I heard some weird shit.
Uh,
Yeah, I've told you so many times to turn this off, but
you really have. You think I
Always
missed by
forget.
now? Shit.
it's so clear.
Yeah.
The connection is amazing.
No, Thoricus. Just having the five. This has been the best thing that could have ever happened to me. So I'm feeling sappy. I just burned this into my face. I just, real.
Yeah, I know that's
How's a
super
hugger?
extreme. I just wanted to check with you.
I'm gonna walk over, hang a little
Burning
bit.
ash into your face. I'm concerned. I'm your best friend. I'm gonna look out for you.
And move over to Papa Thoricus. And
Yeah,
just-
let's get
Oh.
Okay.
And because at this point, Thoricus, you're one of the people who have molded me. Before this, I had Sumner Milton, but what I've gotten from you and from our friends, there's nothing else that can do that.
Oh, buddy. Thank you.
I like that we're still on the Rocky Talkies, even though we're standing right next to each other.
No, it's good. I mean, the reception's so clear. Again, I don't know where you got these from, but you got a good guy. Speaking of Sumner Milton, I don't know what you guys think, but I know you just got the spell. Do we know what's going on with him? Because he was going back somewhere to talk to someone pretty high up and kind of on the other side of what we've kind of been dealing with. You know what? You're right here. I'm gonna take this out.
Okay.
I love it.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Are you in the? Let's go. Let's keep
Yeah.
going.
Yeah. What are we doing?
Yeah, lead the way, Daddy.
I'm gonna give it a quick Vaporeal. He's got to come back. I still have
Oh.
the thing, but
Don't.
I want the magic weapon.
Bruenor's gonna get extra wet.
Bruenor can't.
It's It's really easy to hide a boner in a pool. You just can't get out. You can't get out.
You made me eat.
Oh.
Especially when I twirl them like this.
That's what. Well,
I won't do the alter self spell right away.
You let Bruenor get ahead a little.
Yeah.
I can
like,
see the
like,
wave.
has no idea. And Bruenor's just like going ahead, like having a good old fashioned time going like walking on the bottom, but moving her arms like, everybody's a fish. Yeah. Just being a goob. So I do what you want, but Bruenor just has no idea.
Cool. I'll think. No, fuck it. Wait a minute. Gus, can you flip a coin for me?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we're going ahead.
All right.
What?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Never mind. I'm boom. Vaporeal right away.
Seen it yet? Not yet.
Haven't seen it yet.
All right, so you, Bruenor, you kind of lead the way. You look over. You see Brian's just kind of like doing laps underneath you. You know, he too extremely happy to be back into a water environment. You know, he kind of looks at you, like gives you the eyeball to do like the old trick, and you're like, you know, and he swims up to you, and you guys kind of bump off each other and spin a little bit and have a good moment. And then you see him kind of look. So he looks and he can see in front of you. Kind of look down, and there's this cave that just kind of washes away. You see, it looks like an old mining cave. And you see it kind of opens up to this big open area in front of you, probably about 80 feet down. And you see to the left, it looks like natural sunlight is kind of like shining down from like ahead of you, like I said, about 80 feet up to the left. And then it looks like a corridor kind of veers off to the right around that same point. So it kind of wides off. But yeah, there's this big open cavern. The cave itself is probably about 15 feet wide, and it just kind of leads forward for about 80 feet, and then you see it kind of Y off in two directions. One with sunlight, one very dark. If anybody can't see in the dark, that might come into play as you get a little deeper down.
I can see.
What? Sure. Okay. Well, and I'm just gonna casually turn around now to face my friends, and I will ask them, "Hey guys, where do you, where do you,
It's okay. You got it.
where, which,
And then a bubbly underwater voice. What is it?
no, nothing, I don't know.
What's wrong?
Nothing is wrong. I just want to know which way we should go.
Nah. The age-old question.
I mean, if anybody wants,
Shit's hot, right?
what is? I don't even know. Can I make a perception check for like the dark?
We need to
I'm like,
split up.
My dude's killing it over here.
what?
He doesn't even need to look like that. He's just doing it.
Thoricus, shut the Thoricus.
It's weird.
I'm
like I
slippery
didn't.
with him. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't really realize it last time, just because we were in the middle of a battle in the Feywild. But like my thoughts, my voice is really different when I'm in this form. It rips. It rips. Cha, just like
So
these
hot.
saw blade like sword. Yeah, cha.
Savage. Am I right?
So dangerous. God, okay. Cool. So, so we could do like one of two things, right? We could go one way, which there seems like there's some light that way, or we can go into the dark. I heard the mountain tell us that I was on the right track for some sort of treasure. So,
Right. And now there's two ways. So which way do we go there on the right track? Focus.
I'm here.
Focus.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah. Nope.
What even-
Hey, fuck off for a second.
I'm
Just-
fine.
Well, maybe
It's
Bruenor,
fine.
should we go where there's light so we can
Yeah,
see?
let's go chalk out and see what's the sunlight all about, right? We could always go back into the cave and get to the darkness, right?
Unless Bam says that we can't.
Well, it's funny because Bruenor checks to see Divit get disappointed by the fact that we're not gonna go to the dark. And Bruenor, like, I fucking always get challenged by that. I'm like, oh, I just want to impress that pony bastard.
Yeah, I'm low-key like, oh, safe choice.
Where's my man Divit? Go to the door.
Dude, so impish and whimsical, and I am so dark and brooding.
I get it, but like, let's just see what the fuck is happening in the sunlight. I want to see what part of the mountain we're at. That's all. I need to see where the fuck we at now.
Right, because everyone is so not tired of the sunlight because it's been out for like 3 months or something.
I'm like,
Okay.
That's true. I
headed
guess.
towards the light.
Yeah, let's
Like
go.
a southern preacher on a revival.
It's weird. Sometimes it feels like it's been like a year, even more than a year. That
Yeah.
sun's been out.
Wow.
Weird. All right.
And this-
You guys are killing me.
Scandalous.
Love her still want to just slap her face. Okay, hold on. It's fine.
All right, so you guys, you start going ahead. Like I said, it's about 80 feet. You know, you're looking around. The water stays kind of purple as you go. It feels like, you know, you're kind of going in the direction that you had like walked over before, and you see as you kind of take that bend around to the left side, you see, sure enough, it's very bright sunlight kind of shining down. You know, the same sunlight that's been striking you for so long. And you notice, again, kind of back on this normal map, you guys pop out over here on the southwest side of the map, where
Pop, pop.
where you see there's like this kind of like red sand area. You can tell that this, even if it wasn't this purple water, that rainwater seems to come through and wash these areas out, maybe to explain for how much water is in these mining caves. But you kind of, you know, the sun kind of beating down, still frozen in place where it's been for so long. You kind of, you know, block the sun out and look around. And you're now kind of, you know, rather than on the perimeter of the Malachite Mountains, you've now gone through and you're almost in the middle. You know, you see you come out of this little like cave crevice and you're looking around, and there's even like a valley of greenery, you know, in front of you. It's actually kind of a beautiful sight as you look around at all the glowing, you know, green peaks of this majestic area. Some of the areas so high, you know, the clouds kind of sit about halfway through, and you know, look up, and for a moment you all have to share the sight of this green magic orb, you know, probably maybe a mile in width now, that's just floating, getting higher and higher into the sky. You know, there's the little rocks that trickle off the part where that was severed are like gathering at the bottom of the orb, but it continues to rise upward steadily, slowly, and ominously, you know, casting a little bit of a shadow on one of the nearby mountains, a constant reminder of, you know, this issue going into the sky. You look around and you see a number of little valleys cutting in between, you know, different like jetting mountain peaks, and no signs of real life or anything. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Oh, here we go, guys.
It's not history, so.
It's not history.
Oh,
Exactly.
you're right. So we should do okay.
All right, so yeah, Bruenor, you're kind of, you know, pooping around.
I'm distracted.
Yeah.
Damn it, Bruno.
Yeah, you're just kind of staring at the Doomfish. You know,
Yeah.
you're just like, did you see? See that over there? And yeah, you
Wait,
you're
were
peeping
we both
around.
doing it?
6, 7, 5.
Guys.
There you go. Divot,
Okay.
surprising
Give
nobody.
it.
And Tynna, you know, two
Oh
of
my
you
gosh,
with your
19.
hair, you step forth, and the breeze kind of comes through, and you feel the hair just. It's good to not be bald again. And you look down, and both of you kind of at the same time, you know, Divot with your robe of eyes that lets you see in all directions at the same time. You notice down near, you know, one of the southern ridges, there's almost this like trail that goes off between the mountain peaks. You know, if you recall, Boxo had mentioned that this cave outlet would lead you to one of your many objectives. You think, you know, putting 2 and 2 together, that may in fact be, you know, signs of the KoBolds that are said to be around this den of the dragon that you guys are looking for.
All right, so I kind of like I relay that in. All right, gang. I like pick up a little bit of dirt, and I'm like, kobolds. There were kobolds around.
Okay, cool. All right.
And you know, they fucks with dragons.
Oh, right, sure. Well,
With the
let
right-
us. Yep. Shall we?
There's
stop?
that. Do with that what you will.
Thank you. Well, that's what we were here for, right? We're here to pick up some dragon loot, some dragon
Yes,
booty.
absolutely.
Yeah,
So
some
we should,
gnarly loot.
yeah.
Gnarly, gotta give Boxo his loot. I promised him I'd give him some loot.
Yep.
All right.
You sure did.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's let us go. And so we'll
Let-
all go towards the kobolds.
All right, so yeah, it's kind of, again, Divit can probably see, from the mountain peak where you're at. It's probably like 2 miles away from where you guys are. It's down through this kind of grass, bold-in ridge area, and it's kind of in between 2 other mountain peaks. But now that, pointed at by both Tynna and Divit, you're like, oh yeah, there's definitely like a trail there. Like something is, there's like no trees and things have been cleared. Tynna, as you're kind of like looking over in that area, you just start to get this like weird vibe, just like a little bit of like a strange energy kind of starts tickling at you, and it kind of reminds you of that like crackling yellow magic that you used to access. You just feel this like weird tickle, kind of like it's like somebody else's blood in your skin for a moment, and it's like your palms kind of start sweating as you looked over directly into that area. You turn your head a little bit and the sunlight washes on your face and you feel the feeling kind of fade away, but you're
Yeah,
definitely
I feel
getting
that
some-
like electricity crackle up my spine, and I turn to the rest of the group. I think we should still go ahead, but I got a funny feeling.
We could always go get back in the dark water.
You know what? Let's go ahead.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Shaw.
All right, so as you guys, you kind of just like, you look back at the purple water, no longer streaming with the silver jets of Fey magic. As you start to kind of, you get the step out of the thing, you feel the weird shift as the magic that's allowing you to breathe water kind of gets out of the way and lets you breathe normal air. Bruenor, you can still kind of see the magic water wrapping around them, whether or not they need it right now. It does last for, a full day. And so, yeah, you guys kind of start settling down. Again, it's like striking how, you guys have been traveling through like the Mirkwood and a little bit of the Shadowfell and some very dark, dreary places, other than maybe Emerella, which was pretty striking visually. This mountain peak that you stand at the top of is absolutely gorgeous. You look down at just a plethora of greenery. This valley itself, like a bowl that just collects all the nearby rainwater and creates this beautiful kind of valley just full of grass and flowers and twisted ivy around the branches of trees. And there's an old nature feel to some of this. Some of this greenery feels, ancient, like the kind of the magic of some of the places like the Dryad's Cult and some of those more natural marvels that you've seen. But the beauty of the vista around you is striking. Now the stones so dark from the inside, you almost see as the light catches them and gleams, and you see that malachite color, like the mountain itself shines almost a green warmth off of it as you see just look upon again a strange absence of wildlife as you look down upon this area, but the greenery and everything seems just majestic and beautiful.
I take the deepest inhale ever as I take in the majestic beauty around us, and I know that Shantia has my back. So I turn to the rest of the group. Oh, and
I wasn't sure if I had her art.
Oh, I was like, oh, does she not have my back?
Let me roll for it. Roll for has my back. No, I'm kidding.
No, and I turn to the rest of the group. Friends, I'm sure that there's something tricky up ahead, but we're blessed right now. We have this. And then I cast Bless on the group.
Too blessed to be stressed. Yes, Tynna, easy for you to call upon the magics of Shantia in this moment. Again, your goddess of nature and the bounty. The magic just flows from the flower tips themselves. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna say you can bless one extra person in this because this is like a natural wonder. You're at like one of the most beautiful places perhaps you may ever see.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I cast Bless, and so that'll be 4 people, so everybody except Brian. I'm sorry.
Sorry,
it is
Brian.
what it is. It's okay.
So yeah, Bless, super useful. Remember, it works for attack rolls and saving throws. And you get to add a D4 to it. And it's not like a Divit inspiration where you use it once and then it goes away. It lasts for up to a minute. So this, again, Tynna, this is kind of, as you guys are, again, that actually, the duration of that may do you want to save that until you're like entering a more dangerous
sorry,
area?
that was a rookie move.
I was thinking of aid as well. I was like, oh yeah, like 8 hours. You know what I mean? So no, it's fine.
So in that, I'll still say Blessed, but in that moment, I'm gonna, grab my bag real quick. I grab my holy water, and I still perform the same intention, but I cast aid instead.
Yeah. Okay, sweet. Yeah, no, that works as well. The additional hit points. Like I said, the same bounty of this natural growth around you. And this kind of being, again, like one of the wonders of the world, so to speak. You get to benefit 1 extra ally as well. So 4 as well with this one.
Oh, amazing.
And how many extra hit points is it?
5. I'm pretty sure it's 5. Let me check. Yes, your hit point maximum increases by 5.
Oh, snap.
And this is for up to 8 hours. You see, even you all, it's almost like the pollen of the flowers turns gold and just collects to Tynna as she doles out this blessing upon you. A little bit of extra. Again, super nice because it's not temporary hit points. It's actually 5 additional hit points that could be healed again. So just kind of, keep track of that.
So let's forge ahead.
But we lose that after 8 hours.
Correct.
Yes.
Your maximum just goes back to the original.
I just want to point that out because, when you say, like, it just, oh, yeah, no, you can re-heal him. It's like, well, so I just get to keep him forever?
No, but, like, if you did, like, say you took 10 damage, and then somebody healed you for 10, you could heal that back. Temporary hit points are just gone once you lose them. And so, that extra 5 hit points is there for 8 more hours, so you could refill that little tip at the top.
Just wanted to clarify.
No, totally. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So I do that, and let's forge ahead, friends, right?
Sweet. Thoricus attacks you.
Finally, he's getting his revenge.
Damn.
Don't forget you have aid. And I was to say blessed, but dang, 16 max damage there too, Thoricus. Very nice.
I know, like, such hot rolls and such hot damage. I meant to just click on the fucking character sheet so that I could roll up and change my fucking hit points. And of course, I clicked the hottest goddamn roll I could ever roll ever.
Dude, real talk.
Great.
Yeah, you're on a streak. That's all you're rolling tonight.
I cannot wait for your
This was
first.
the beginning.
Yeah. All right, so you guys, you keep making your way across this beautiful plain. Again, just kind of the green shimmering peaks, the golden, glowing clouds that kind of rest all around you. Again, all marred by this like fractured, shattered top of this mountain where Thoricus, you sat only a few minutes ago, really. You all kind of feel, again, as this natural wonder is around you, all of the connection to basically these new powers and abilities that you have within you. You link yourself to the destiny of the events since the Feywild, emerging in the Dryad's Cult, rebattling the Treants, going through the shifting labyrinth, battling this phased rider, and working your way through these yet another chapter of your, no doubt, epic legacy that Ubar is working on. But now, as you kind of cross this beautiful plain, and you all feel, you can't help but look around at each other. Divit holding a frozen sword with a vest covered with eyes, one amethyst, one always staring at Tynna Smoothhands. The magic green dragon armor that you're all wearing, flayed from the skin of the dragon Harnax that you killed in Emerella, you know, feeling that pulse of legacy of destiny, Bruenor, the damp ancient wood on your arm, you know, absorbing some of the water, weighing a little heavier in the moment, but feeling more sturdy. You all just kind of connect to that path of destiny, and for a moment you all just kind of look over onto the shared horizon where you're going, and then you see the sun just kind of like blazing in the sky, and you watch as this strange black shadow just goes and flies in front of the sun, blotting it out for a moment. You look around, you know, in the sky that surrounds the sun, you try to block the light, and you look around, you see no shadow. That's all you see.
The fuck?
What the fuck was that?
I really don't
What?
like this.
Can I roll an investigation check to see if I see anything else or anything?
Yeah, give me, in this case, give me a perception check here.
Oh, I will perceive.
All?
You said perception?
Yes.
Wait, wow! I got a 19, motherfucker!
You know what?
Nice.
You're
All
good.
right, so kind of at the same time, again, as you all see that, you all kind of start feeling the same feeling that Tynna felt. Not so connected to the yellow lightning, but this overwhelming sense of dread kind of shimmering up your spine. You look around again, you kind of peer at the sky. You know, Divit, your ability to see invisible things, you're looking at the entire horizon around you, you know, just staring around, and you see nothing. And then one more, you see a shadow, vapor in front of the sun, kind of blighting a big casted shadow across the beautiful green grass in front of you. Again, nothing surrounding the sky. Bruenor, you kind of hold your hand out to them, and you kind of see a little hill embankment near this little cutaway, and you allow yourself to walk up and kind of peer over this area. And you watch as just before you, the green grass, this like gorgeous green, beautiful bounty, immediately shifts as you kind of peek around this corner into this cracked, brown, lifeless earth, as if the nutrients of the very grass plant life around it itself had been leached away. Just what would remain of a lifeless earth with large black cracks all around them. And as you look around kind of the ridge of the green stone, you notice that there's this strange black river of bubbling sludge that just runs along the inside of this valley. And you're kind of like looking down, and you see a bunch of these strange skeletons. You're kind of looking at them, and your heart skips a beat for a moment. That's a dragon skeleton. And you watch as you see these small creatures seemingly walking over to this black river of ooze and scooping up handfuls of this black material. And they're walking back. You see, you know, they've got these like little draconic faces with long tails. And they look like little miniature dragons on 2 feet. They have little arms. You've seen them before on your travels. These are KoBolds. And you watch as they walk over to these dragon skeletons, and they're smearing this black ooze on them. I'm going to bring you over here. And with your high perception, this is what you see.
Hell yeah.
So you look in, and there's there's this like wide area, probably almost 100 feet across. And you see that there's KoBolds kind of all over every side, almost like insects. You see at least 24 KoBolds seemingly walking around, scooping up bits of earth from around this strange cultivated ruin that you can just kind of see the top of. You see this blue crackling light and electricity kind of shooting, but again, it's kind of sunken into the earth, so you can just make out the top of it. You watch as each of these skeletons that you can see from where you are, 4 in number, seemingly have small groups of these KoBolds reaching in, grabbing the ooze, coming over and smearing it on the dragon skeletons. You look down and you see that, you know, kind of probably about 100 feet away from you, there's a little area that goes down, some steps that go down to kind of this cultivated dugout area. And you can almost, you know, kind of make out a couple more groups. You see the movement of a couple groups of KoBolds on the far side as well.
Guys, there's some tiny dragons, there's some KoBolds. they are doing some weird shit to some dragons' bones. So I need everybody on high alert because it's real gross down there.
You guys all, kind of, you're near the corner of this, again, it's kind of between two mountains. You're all kind of peeking around this corner. You watch as, again, the life just leeches away. And you see just this long stretching corridor about 100 feet wide that digs all the way down. And again, you just see this river of ooze that's just kind of running along the base of the rock. The rock itself, not shimmering in green like the rest of the Malachite Mountains, but stained like an old tea bag, just infected by whatever this strange ooze is that's running around. None of the kobolds seem to be alert to you right now. They all seem pretty occupied on their task, but that is pretty much what you see right now.
Well,
Not excellent at all.
No.
Hey, Rial.
Yeah.
And I disappear.
Oh shit! Yeah. I disappear as well.
Huh?
Boom.
Hey, Rial, just real quick. Do you talk like this now?
Will. And then I'll undo alter self. Comes and goes. Dude, can you see me?
Wait,
Me?
what?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, he can totally see you.
Divit can see you. You cannot see Divit, Rial.
No, that's fine.
You don't have the ability to see invisibility. So even though you are invisible, you can't even see yourself. You're like...
And I'm used to the voices in the head, so I feel like if there's something, Divit will let me know. Come on, boys in my brain.
I hope you went pee before you turn invisible. Thoricus out.
Love you, buddy. Turn it off. I'm invisible. I don't want it to go off in my boot.
Give you away. Yeah, so it does last for up to an hour. It is concentration, but yeah, both of you second level spell slot. You will be invisible. Again, Divit, you can see both yourself and Rial because you have a vest of eyes that allows you to see invisible things.
I'll hold out my hand for an invisible high five. I know he's there somewhere.
Yeah, I'll give him a bony hand.
Boom. Ooh. That's still awesome, but I forget.
Skeleton fingers, invisible skeleton fingers.
And I mental message to him maybe we can get a closer look without getting us all killed.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys, feel free if you guys want to do a little recon. Again, like I said, you're all of them seem pretty intent on what they're doing. So you can keep an eye out to see if they notice you as you get closer or whatever. But yeah, absolutely feel free.
He can see me, so I'll at least gesture just to stay quiet, left or right,
Well, I'm thinking I don't know if we want to hide from them or not, but if they don't know that it's all 5 of us and they only know that it's 3 of us, maybe they won't be as intimidated. And then if they do get sly on us, we'll have the drop on them a little bit.
And I still want to stay quiet, so just...
I know bad dudes, and these are bad dudes.
Yeah,
Not all the time.
We're bad dudes.
Yeah!
Ja!
Yeah.
Ja.
Yeah.
They're all like, "Rah?" No.
All right, let's not get too loud. We should still be strategic, but
All right. So yes.
Did we become an ASMR channel?
Welcome to Weed&d.
no, it's just for ASMRs.
Yeah, we'll have an ASMR channel. Be like ASMR.
Oh, yes, please. I could do a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
ASMR.
Don't forget to sub. All right. So yeah, Divit and Rial, feel free to control your pieces here. I have you guys rested kind of on the left side of this map. But yeah, as of right now, you're not necessarily that close yet. That's just where the map itself is limited to. But I would say as you move up to within that range, none of them seem to be noticing you. You know, it's not like any of them are looking up. You know, you've heard kobolds have a pretty good sense of smell, but right now all you smell is this kind of like bulbous, like I don't know, I can't say it, bubbling black kind of tar pit that's just like slimily just growing around this little embankment area. Again, kind of this like strange leech of life.
Can I prestidigitate without breaking my concentration on invisibility?
No, that's a cast. So casting would break invisibility.
Okay, cool.
Are you trying to mask my smell? Because I just took a bath, so they can't smell.
No, I was gonna see if I could make us smell like that ooze.
Smell sniper.
But it smells like ooze in here a lot already, so we'll probably be okay.
Looks like you need smell sniper.
The smell sniper.
Yeah.
Yo, my guy shoots spots at people.
That's a wicked fat.
Wicked fat.
Hey man. Those are wicked fats.
Ping.
All right.
I want to make him ping. It was like ping. Whoa!
Smell sniper. Okay, sorry. I just want a funky guitar, right?
Oh my god, is he the smell sniper?
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Smell sniper 2. Electric.
The revenge of the sniper onion ringing.
Get sniped.
All right. So yeah, you guys, like I said, feel free to move yourself about and which way you want to go. You see the closest ones to you are probably on your south there, the around this one large dragon's skeleton there. That dragon skeleton is almost equal in size to the one that you guys fought, the body of Harnax. So it's a little striking how similar these bodies look. As you guys kind of move up, again, you're very cautiously moving, waiting to see if any of them alert or look at you. It seems that by being invisible in this moment, none of them are paying any attention to you. You know, you're pretty smart to walk along like crack lines and stuff, not to leave footprints as you just kind of plot through this. You feel the earth under your feet is like dusty and dry. It kind of breaks a little bit under your feet. The life of it all has been completely drained away. As you move farther and farther down this kind of like valley, the smell of this sludge, this ooze kind of starts getting harder and harder to bear. And as you get closer, you know, there's like kind of a ledge that leads up over to where the stair area is. You look to your left and you see again another one of those larger dragon skeletons. This one looks to be female. You know, Rial, pretty quickly you can tell the difference between the two. And so it's just a little bit smaller in size, but you know they are also said to be the most voracious. And they are also being tended to by a pair of kobolds who are just kind of walking back and forth to the ooze to their north, taking scoops, handfuls of it, and then just smearing it along the bones. Now, as far as you can tell, all of the dragons that you can see are completely coated in this oil. It's like they're adding more on top of a caked layer of it already. And so it's not like there's exposed bone or anything at this point. They're all completely covered in this ooze, this black sludge. And yeah, as you kind of move down in between the two dragons, you know, it feels a little EBGBs looking at these oil-covered dragons to your left and right. But you look at the kobolds, you know, now that you're close enough to them, you actually see their eyes, you know, in an effect similar to what you've noted with Queen Mab's servants. Their eyes are completely blacked out. So they have their little reddish kobold nose, you know, sharp little teeth, pointed features. They stand, you know, about 3 feet tall, and but their eyes completely blacked out, no pupils or anything, just one black void. As they just kind of walk back, and smear this oil on the dragons. Do either of you speak kobold by chance?
No, I don't think so.
All right, so you see they're just kind of muttering to themselves. You know, it doesn't seem like they're communicating with each other, but rather talking to themselves. You keep seeing them like, and they're just smearing this black oil sludge all over the dragons. Rial, as you kind of get a little closer to the stairway, you know, that kind of leads down. Again, it looks like this whole area has been kind of dug out. You start to notice like the dug out ruins that have been cultivated seemingly by these kobolds. You see a couple of them still like taking scoops, their little sharp hands, and some rudimentary digging tools. They're kind of like digging out old broken stone from whatever ruin used to be here. As your eyes kind of, you look over this ledge, you see there's the 3 different stairways leading up to this strange black circle. You see this purple and black magic kind of like bubbling over the top of it. A robed kobold stands in front of it with a little scepter in his hand. And you see this blue electric beam shooting out of this giant statue of this 4-eared kobold statue. If you or Divit want to make a religion check in this moment, I would let you to see if you know what this statue is of.
What about Tynna?
She's not there.
I can't see it. Yeah.
I could do it.
If you want to both do it, since we're both being sneaky little Pete's.
Sure.
That's it.
Beats.
Take it easy.
Well, I got a 17.
Okay. Rial, you're looking at it, and suddenly, like the words, even though you don't speak the language, you do notice, as with your keen perception, that you start picking up on a word. Kartolmak is being repeated by every single kobold around you. They're all saying different things, but the one word they keep repeating is Kurtulmak. And it's a strange name. It's like when you have a name on the tip of your tongue, but you can't quite remember where it came from. And as you look at the statue, you see the blue bolts of lightning, shooting toward this hole in the ground, and the blue light kind of washes up on its face. You're like, holy crap! This Kurtulmak is the god of kobolds, and this appears to be a shrine to him that is shooting some strange blue magic beam into this hole in the earth. Kind of looking at it, you see this little shaman one with the robes over it standing near the edge of the circle. You see a couple of the other kobolds nearby are walking up with like little trays covered in like dead animals, like little squirrels and rabbits, and they're walking up and they're just throwing them into this circle. It falls through the purple and black magic, disappears below. You hear this great hiss from within. And that's where we're going to pick it up after intermission, guys.
Oh my god.
Yay!
Wow.
Hit of despair. Hit of despair.
Yeah.
Hit of despair.
Pit of despair. Say what I said. Boom. All right, guys. We do us a little 10-minute intermission, a little restroom break, hydrate. Don't forget to hydrate, guys. Be drinking lots of water. We haven't really had a ton of crit hits today, so just drink water. Just do it because. I don't care if you don't like water. Drink it. Drink it, because I said so. Drink yourself some water. Have yourself some pee. Let me tell you guys, we got some new art here that I'm very happy to show you. We have some new songs that I'm very happy to show you. Do not miss this intermission. It's one of my favorite parts. Honestly, it's so much incredible work. Thank you to all the artists who are submitting stuff to us. It is just such a beautiful thing. This music is wonderful. Sandy Stein is a genius. Hang with us 10 minutes, and we will be back. And let me tell you, shit's about to get pretty dope. Dope. Did you see what I did there? Because they used to call weed dope. So
Oh. Oh.
Guys, Abby gets it.
I get it.
Welcome back, buds. Holy crap, what a night. We were having so much dang fun. And you know what? I want to jump back in. So, my people, we left the Ferocious Five when they had just discovered the cultivated pit around this strange statue, perhaps a fallen ruin in the shape of a tower-ish, so perhaps the remnants of some tower built above this strange hole in the earth. Rial, Othrevan, and Divit, the lightning dodger, have both turned invisible and are walking through this excavated ruin, surrounded by these strange dragon fossils coated with this black sludge that these black, soulless-eyed kobolds keep applying to the dragon skeletons. We join them now as they walk. Again, the dead, lifeless earth beneath your feet just kind of crumbles. You're wise enough to stay along the cracks and not leave too much of a trail. The black-eyed kobolds are just, again, continuing kind of walking back and forth, down the ledge to pick up sludge and then back, and they just keep coating different areas as they continuously cover these skeletons in this black sludge. Divit, Rial, you're kind of standing there. Rial, you just realize this Kutelmach statue, the statue of the kobold god himself, beaming lightning. You see these two kobolds to the next, standing kind of at the base of the statue, about 10 feet up, and you see them kind of like shifting their shoulders, and they turn to the side, and they have wings. And so you notice 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 of these Urks, these winged kobolds. Kind of sitting around just like chattering on the edges of this ruin. So we jump back into you guys. What do you do? Oh, wait, I did want to say, just full disclosure, we did roll intermissionative. Not to say that this is an encounter, but in case an encounter were to break out, to get rid of the slog of initiative, we did roll. I had the players roll, then I rolled for the villains and hid them. So it'll still be revealed to them, but they do know what they rolled.
Just in case, Bam?
Just in case.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I know it seems like you have to, but this place is not great.
I do have a question before any kind of intermission that we weren't expecting whatsoever to happen for an encounter that may or may not happen. We did talk about in the Leveling Up episode about me being able to do some cool shit to Rial and Bruenor's bows.
Correct.
So just in cases, if we happen to go into initiative, I want them to be a little bit more yoked out.
All right, so I will, like I said, there's the condition there. If you had access to like a full forge and everything, I think you could stretch out your materials to all 3 of them. By choosing to kind of do it in the field, you, again, got to pick 2. So which 2 did you want to pick?
Daughter of Ash, son of a birch. Done and done.
So,
Siblings.
Trusty Dusty will get it done in a pinch.
I'm going to see... Bruenor, can you try, just look up in the little information wheel one, if you can find longbow, and then see if you can just drag and drop it onto your character sheet. Or if it's going to be a butt.
Not the good kind like you want.
Aw.
Right. Not that kind of butt.
Oh, the searchy. Yeah, let me see here. What? No.
In fact, you would, oh no, it wouldn't be a +1, because it's just +1 to
I think it's gonna be a butt. Let me see.
So Thoricus, to kind of help you along, I'm going to hop into your guy and add +1 to that damage. To that sweet, sweet damage.
So in Roll20, not a sponsor, it allowed me to add the longbow, but I don't know if it's got the right like damage and stuff
Sweet.
to it.
I will double check.
Get it, girl.
There
Get
you
it.
go.
Ooh.
Trusty
Get it,
Dusty
girl.
has been
Yeah.
augmented.
Get it, girl. Get it, girl.
I don't
Get it,
need
girl.
no man.
I just
Right
wanted
now.
I just wanted my bros to be fucking yoked out
Yeah,
for
he's broadening up the bows.
Yeah, bra.
shy, dude.
I'm
If
watching
it-
it happen now.
I'm going to call it.
If it helps, mine's
Tuesday night,
Yeah.
and I'm feeling right. Oh yeah, it's Tuesday night. Oh what a night.
There we
Ooh,
go. And then let me make sure that, there we go. That's
I sing like this.
Wow. Guys, I'm like real impressed. Because Roll20, not a sponsor, is a fun thing to play with, and it's cool, and I'm grateful for it. Because we all get to play with each other.
I know, it's awesome.
Yeah, we do. For all its
Oh.
issues, I do have mad love. I don't want to say like for all its issues, but it's like there you do fight as a fair representation of like what it is. There are some obstacles, as there is with any platform, but it's like thank you for giving us this opportunity. This is only possible because
Yeah, absolutely.
Ugh, Daughter of Ash is gorgeous now.
there we go. Yeah, got it. And then Thoricus, I added again. You get +1 damage to the bows, and Daughter of Ashes now works as a longbow, which increases the range and functionality.
Wait, you didn't give it to me, right? You gave it to Rial.
No, he has Son of Birch.
That's what I said. I said Daughter of Ash and
Oh, and Son of Birch.
I said
My bad.
Trusty
I did.
Dusty
I
will
gave it
get
to you.
done in a
I gave it
pinch.
to you.
I'm so sorry. That's sorry to make you waste your time. No, I'm taking care of my friends.
All right,
'Cause
guys, I quit.
I will make bad decisions, and they will have to have my back. It's gonna happen. It's been proven.
Oh,
You gotta pat it.
Yeah, roll for back. Got
Yeah.
it. Good enough.
Roll for back. I'm just kidding. I always have you.
Always.
Oh.
It's a passive effect
Yeah.
It's a one-sided die. You always
Oh.
of Birch.
You always win. Crit.
Yes.
Boom. There we
Or
go.
what is it? Yes.
All right, updated. The Son of Birch and the Daughter of Ash. Daughter of Ash is now a longbow, and the Son of Birch now gets +1 damage to it through being infused. Again, now rather than like a simple standard bowstring, you have this crystalline spider web that has these like little tiny blue crystals in it that he seemed to salvage from the phased rider's webs.
Ew, hell yeah.
I'm thinking about this while invisible, and every time I think about it, I just get excited. I'm like,
Yo, so while all this is going on, I'm eyeing that little scepter that my man has, and I'm looking at it. Does it look familiar? Does it strike my fancy?
It definitely It's definitely a fine scepter, Divit. You see as he kind of like waves it, it's got this little blue crystal tip and kind of a golden handle. And he's kind of waving it over this strange circle of purple and dark magic that kind of bubbles at the top of this strange hole in the earth. And you see as he kind of moves it, it's almost like a conductor, like whisking up little puffs of this black and purple magic. Just like, and again, you see kind of the surrounding kobolds taking small animals, rabbits, squirrels. You see even some minor game, things like deer. Again, all the wildlife that seems strangely absent. The birds, all kind of being thrown on these great plates and just being tossed into this hole.
All right, Rial. I don't know what the fuck is going on here, but it doesn't look good. I just did this because y'all do this all the time. You can't even see me.
But he sees me doing this. He's like, yes. Okay.
Other ear.
Without saying it, everything was...
So I'm like, do we try to stop him? Lightning is usually bad unless it's one of us. You grab the scepter. I grab the guy.
Rial, you can communicate back telepathically.
Oh, that's why I'm doing motions, because I'm invisible, but he can see me.
That's
so I'm not
right.
speaking.
Okay, so I'm like, I just look at him and I give him the grab the scepter message. And I want to time it just right. I hope that he grabs it, because I want to sneak up behind that KoBold, and I want to kick him into the hole.
All right, so you've got quite a ways between where you are and him. So the first you get nearest this other dragon. Again, you see the three kobolds smearing more of the sludge. There's a small stairway that kind of goes down about 10 feet onto this next ledge area. And as you kind of go down there, you see that there's, on the south side here, there's one of these kobolds just kind of like digging into the wall. He's just taking great scoops of earth and kind of excavating out this area of this ruined stone. You can see he's kind of, hit this area where the outside of the wall used to be, and now he's kind of digging out. The stairwell nearest him is very close to him, Divit, so you would need to make a stealth check, or you could just kind of hop down. It is about a 10-foot drop to this next ledge area here. Again, you might make some noise, so...
I'll try to sneak past him. I am invisible.
Sweet.
Watch me fuck this up! So what did you say? Just straight stealth?
Yeah.
Alright. I stealthily hit the button.
There it goes. All right. Let's see what man's passive perception.
Do I get an advantage on stealth for being invisible?
I'm not gonna lie. I just looked it up because I wasn't sure, and it doesn't. The spell it just makes you invisible. So it does not grant rules as written.
Whack.
Let's see here. Oh,
Maybe we should
hey, good for you. They have a crap passive perception because their stats are so terrible. It has an 8 passive perception, Divot, so you pass. You kind of start moving, and you see he chatters a little bit. You hear him again talking to himself, just scooping from this earth. And you see he stops for a moment, chatters over his shoulder. And he starts digging away at the earth in front of him. So you are able to successfully get past him and down this next set of stairs. You see you're down now probably about 20 feet. And you notice there's just kind of like, again, you see these Urks, these kobolds with wings, kind of posted up, 2 on the statue, 1 on the south side, 1 on the north side, probably about 40 feet away from where you are. And you see they're just kind of like more like birds than kobolds. You know, the kobolds seem to be moving around more humanoid than not. These Urks seem to be kind of like shifted over on their shoulders and, you know, have almost a gargoyle appearance to them. They kind of like chew at their you know, molting red skin and just, you know, kind of look around. You hear the snapping lightning. You see the wave of purple energy. You hear the shaman kind of like, and there's two kind of kobolds standing at the base of these stairs. You see they're kind of decked out in this nice like turquoise colored armor, and they stand pretty close to the guy. You could sneak past. They have different perception checks, so if you want, you can attempt to sneak past them. But you do see they seem to be kind of alert and looking at him.
So you're saying that those red little dragon wingling guys are acting more like animals?
Yes, Bruenor. Yes, they are.
Well, I know what I want to do, but I don't want to jump the gun on the group, right? So I'm like looking to Rial and like looking to see if he's heard from the group or whatever. And I'm like hanging tight at the base of those stairs, thinking about going 300 on this guy.
Rial, you see, you know, Divit kind of looks up at you. You're kind of like looking over the ledge down at him, and you can't actually see him, but you hear him call back up to you to see if like anything's changed up top.
Okay, I do want to, because I get the cut of his jib. Like since he can like speak to me telepathically, I can get all the details without having to.
Yeah, no, you can, because of his telepathy, you can communicate back telepathically with him. That's part of the boon of that of his spell.
So my question therein is, I mean, it feels good to kick a man into something. Kicking Trent Oldbuck, he may have stolen my luck blade, but kicking that motherfucker off a cliff felt great. Yeah. So I'm all for this.
To kick people.
No, someone else gets to kick people. I want to use the Mage Hand Ledger Domain to at least have hands on the staff. Kind of we're running this play again. Instead of the necklace on Shren, I want to just have the scepter. So if he goes in, we still get it.
All right, go ahead and cast Mage Hand for me real quick. I just want to double check and make sure that I'm doing this right. We just had like a little thing where it like grabbed it and there was like a competing strength check. I think that's fair. But again, it's the same kind of thing. It's like, you know, you could, like right now he's directly holding it in his hand. If you guys wanted to like wait and see if whatever he's doing ends, you know, and see if you can't, you know, pilfer it away from him, that is an option. But yeah, taking it like directly from his hand, I just want to make sure if it has something special. You can move the hand 30 feet each time you use it. You can't attack, activate it, or carry more than 10 pounds. I would say the scepter is not 10 pounds. But the hand vanishes if it's ever more than 30 feet away from you.
And also my question, because I'm going to advance a little bit to kind of get closer in, where I feel like Divit's talking to me. I'm going to trust your heart, kids. So I will like scoot up just to make sure I'm in range for the Mage Hand, if that's what we do. But will that break the concentration for invisibility?
Yes, casting a spell of any kind will break your invisibility. And also, Divit, attacking will break your invisibility.
Right, yeah.
Can I tell where the goopy goop is coming from?
So yeah, where you guys are is kind of where the base of it is. It's like where you see the leech end life. It just kind of like, it's just kind of sludges up to the edge and then goes down to like an unknown depth as it rings around the base of this little valley. So it does, like almost like the waterfall, it seemingly is being sourced magically, like it's coming from and going back to somewhere else. Now, the last time that you guys saw any kind of leeched life like this was with your encounter in the Shadowfell with the Forsaken Church. But it's like, it's not that far gone. Like, there's still color in the earth. It's still orange, you know, but it's, you know, this dead earth, this kind of ashy ground that you're stepping on, and the weird vibes you're getting in your up your spine and in the back of your mind, you know, kind of give you those similar heebies.
I feel so bad for this mountain. It has so much taint.
Yeah, very undead vibes in here. Very tainted undead vibes.
Yeah, undead vibes. Tynna, do you feel any kind of weird since you're a life cleric, is there like an anti-life thing going on here?
Yeah. I mean, we certainly are surrounded by so much. It feels like death in here, almost. Shall we? Here, let me see if I can't connect to this area a little bit. And I scoop up. I don't want to scoop up any of the sludge, but I want to scoop up just like a handful of dirt of the just something that still has some life in it. I want to see if I can gain any knowledge from the nature here.
Okay, give me a nature check.
Cool.
You kind of go to, you walk to the point where there's a distinct line, like where this bounteous, gorgeous, thick, plush grass that you just walked through ends, and there's this crackling brown before you, and you kind of scoop the earth, halfway on either side.
Okay, cool. I have advantage, yeah?
You don't in this, but you do. Oh wait, no, because the bounteous nature thing. No, we did that for the spell. So, but you don't need it. You got an 18.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
an 18.
Yeah,
Making sure.
yeah. Even with advantage, the 18 would have worked. So yes, you kind of sit here and you shift and you look at the earth. An 18, that's good enough. Tynna, you kind of smell it, and it's you feel that sorrow that's like starting to take root in the earth itself. That kind of like malaise and sadness that you remember in the air when you were talking to the Shadar Kai priest Amon Shar as he played the twisted piano in the accursed church. You remember him telling you of how eventually you would come in contact with his peoples as he told you the words of the Shekinah prophecy, and as your friends were going insane around you from the strange taint of that place, you kind of feel, like I said, it's not gone that far yet. The madness of the delirium of that realm has not started to set into this earth, but anything resembling life within it, even the seeds of the grass beneath have been leached out and are dying. And you kind of watch as they feed this life and the berries from the bushes and everything into this pit. It's like they're feeding the life into this hole. And you as well heard, that hiss, the yes, hissing, kind of a female voice tone emanating from this deep, hole in the earth.
I take a really deep inhale and turn to Thoricus, since it was his suggestion. We've seen Earth like this before. You remember that abandoned church? This Earth is dying. It's sad, but I still think that we could save it.
Yeah, I remember that church. There was a statue of me outside.
Oh
of it
yeah, how could I forget?
that I got the Blightbringer from, which I have to assume is from this plane of existence.
Again, Thoricus, you're being so familiar with stone, the walls aren't that same gray stone yet, but again, you see that leeching of life. Again, that it's like, it just hasn't quite set in yet, but and looking at the green shifting colors of the Malachite Mountain striking in their vibrance, and then now at this like dense, thick, mud-colored, old teabag color, you're seeing that, that leeching taking place.
Right. Now, I may have gotten a little high earlier. Are we still inside or part of Melora, the mountain? Or are we outside of that now?
This taint, just to save us, and then we run back and ask him real quick, this would be beyond him. Like, he would have been able to deliver you to here.
Just making sure.
Yeah, but yeah, it's like this is one of that. Remember when he said even he can't see what's going on there? But again, he did say he knows a very powerful thing is in there. So
right, gotcha. I just wanted to clarify so I don't try to come up with this fantastical type of story, which I'm completely prepared
now,
to tell.
I would say you could get anywhere around there if you wanted, like that rim on the outside of where the sludge is, because there's still kind of green at the tops, but you would be, you'd be on the walls. But that's only fair. Like, I don't want to, you did just get this cool thing, you can shift through the stone. But he can't, get you into the ruin or to the hole because of this shadow he said stopped him from being able to see.
Gotcha.
So yeah. But yeah, I would say that's especially fair. Like, it's not like, hey, here's this cool thing and you can't use it. You could, if you wanted to be located anywhere on this position, I'd allow that. That's only fair.
We also haven't been seen, Bruenor, myself, and Tynna. Correct?
Yeah, I have you on the edge of this map. You guys are actually probably even farther away. You know, you're probably a good, 200
Just want to make sure that we are
road.
still, like, not sensed or recognized or anything like that.
No.
To clarify, can I see the hole and everything up ahead?
None of you guys, I'm sorry, I know it's like, the top down is very confusing, but no, like, once, you really kind of have to be around where Rial is to start seeing, like, this statue that stands up. Even though it's a 20-foot tall statue, it's in a 20-foot hole. So it's like the hole, the pit, you can kind of see a little bit of blue crackling lightning light, but you don't necessarily know what it's sourced from or where it's going to. In order to kind of see that stuff, because the hill comes down and it kind of leads up and then it digs down. So you would have to, like I said, what about where Rial is at? Maybe at the top of that staircase there, you would be privy to that information.
Okay, cool. I wasn't sure when I connected with nature if it allowed me to, like, I don't know, feel in the roots or something.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
more or less just from that nature moment, a clear link that there is some Shadowfelliness going on. Okay. That question mark is a little clarified for you. Again, not the gray ashen ground and the sea of gravestones Shadowfell quite yet, but if there's a spectrum, this certainly feels along that path.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah. Wait, was it? It was my turn. You were asking me.
We're like, it's
We're
kind
not-
of
Yeah, we're not.
Do your thing, bro.
You're
Do
still
your
in
thing,
plan
man.
phase,
Jazz.
man. Yeah, nothing has happened. And
I'm not gonna flip a coin for like another minute or so.
I just
It's
wanted
good.
to make sure I had a little bit of time to look at this map and try to strategize a little bit. But honestly, if the three of us that can be seen, even though we are not being seen right now, remain unseen, then these two can go and do whatever they want to do, pretty much, as long as they don't fail a roll.
Yeah, and like again, I know I might be a little unclear, so I just want to explain. Like this ridge along the outside to the north, all the way that just kind of rings around the outside of this. That's all above. Like the ruin and the hole and everything is all seated down. So that's the plane here. This little area here goes up, and then it goes down these staircases 10 feet, and then another 10 feet to where this area is. So, like the stuff on the outside can mostly see what's going on inside.
Cool. Awesome. And we don't know anything about this dark hole with blue lightning bolt stuff coming out of it, going towards the statue of the four-armed
So you
KoBold.
do know KoBold serve
That's
dragons.
not ever been good.
You do know that KoBold serve dragons. And you're not really privy yet necessarily to what the KoBold statue is, but you do know that the presence of kobolds is usually a sign that there is dragons nearby. Now, put two and two together, you're on your way to find a dragon's den. You think perhaps this ruin was built on top of that. This may be the way in.
through the black hole, or whatever, the dark hole or whatever. I will defer to Bruenor on this. She is the dragon expert.
Can I let him know telepathically though that because I'm aware that it's a KoBold god basically, right?
Yes.
In that check, yeah.
I put it back.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, sorry. What? Sorry. Hello? Yep. I got it back in. What's up?
Hey, not great stuff up here. We got KoBold god. That's
Right.
Statue. Yeah, they're throwing defenseless little dead animals in. What would you like to do?
Oh God, defenseless animals. You know anything about that?
Okay, can't one of you look like that god and talk to them for a few minutes or something?
No, I think the god is literally like downstairs.
Oh, he's like in there.
Something is juicing the statue.
All right.
The juice is loose.
Well, think it's just it might be time because I imagine what was Divit's like message to my brain is what I assume that was.
Please just
Holy
imagine.
shit, his voice
Yeah,
was in
Yeah,
my
I'm
head.
seeking
It was pretty
approval
fucking
from
gnarly.
Bruenor.
It was pretty fucking sick and gnarly. I say we do something crazy. What's the worst thing that could happen? What do you think?
Coin says yes.
Okay,
Fucking-
so I'm gonna hop on Brian real quick and just get up to the side in the south because I'm just being real sneaky.
So yeah, with your ability to fly, Bruenor, you could actually like kind of like get up onto the mountain peaks. And again, not to overemphasize, they have really bad passive perception, surprising even me. So it's like you're kind of like testing you hop on Brian and he kind of like gets up into the rocks and you find you're pretty able to kind of move along this ridge. They're not looking up. They don't seem to be guarding themselves. Everybody seems pretty focused on what they're doing, except for those Urks, which are just like I said, more bird than anything else, just kind of like squawking.
Yep. Oh, these Urks. So I want to fly up into the sky, get really high, and then I want to jump off of Brian and dive off of him and land on one of the Urks just out of nowhere.
Just to irk him.
Just to irk him.
Oh,
just
man.
to irk him. I want to land on the southernmost one, like right here.
Okay. So
Down that way?
that'll pretty much instigate an initiative.
Well, how do you know that? How do you know? They don't know me. They don't have to attack me right away.
That's
They
fair.
can-
That's fair.
Just saying.
That's
I might
fair.
just be
Holy shit,
an
I
Urk.
just fell out
What
of
if-
the fucking sky.
Yeah, what if I was an Urk aficionado and I've been looking for this particular one with this particular feather and I just like went out of it. Excellent. What are you guys up to?
How you been?
All right, Bruenor. This will be a series of checks.
Oh man.
What?
Do it.
All right, so
Jeez. Weird.
Bruenor, you hop on Brian, and he, like I said, you guys kind of like hug this southern rim here. He kind of like shimmies along the stones, takes little flying flaps of his wings, and gets you into position basically directly above this Urk here at the south. Again, you see one KoBold kind of beneath you near the sludge, just kind of excavating at the ruins. You see the shaman still just kind of waving that scepter over the purple ring. You head out and you jump. You fly. Brian drop you directly over him, almost like a little claw machine. He just lets you slide underneath him, and he goes with his claws to drop you. Give me an animal handling check with advantage. You are a cavalier.
Good luck. 21, baby.
Hey.
You fall down and you land perfectly on the back of this Urk. Again, it's only about 3 feet, much smaller than Brian the Crocodile's frame, but your feet kind of slide down in between where its, bent over knees are, and you just like riding into a saddle, you land on the back of it. You see it, you see its wings kind of flap, and like taming a bronco, you kind of just like sit there and ride on this thing. You see the two guards of the shaman both turn over and look at you. They pull out spears and they look confused, but they're not necessarily fighting you yet. They're just kind of watching as you're riding on top of this Urk. What do you do?
I got him, boys! I finally got him! Yeah! Like, I'm cheering to them, like, as if they've been in on it this whole time. Like, Jaw! Jaw! Jaw!
Give me a deception check, Bruenor.
Well, I rolled me a 9.
Boom!
Twin 19s. Bruenor, you see you're riding, you're like, I did it! And they Kulmak. They're looking up at you, their black, soulless eyes. You see they finally kind of look over at each other like, and you see the Earth kind of sits up like a proud chicken and flaps its little wings, and you feel it settle underneath you. Divit, you're kind of like looking up to your right, standing there invisible, like got your coin in your hand. And you look over and you just see Bruenor drop from the sky and tame this Urk that she's now riding on the back of.
Okay.
You see this one as well, this one on the south that's excavating, as well as the one on this ridge. They both also like start walking forward, but they all seem extremely confused, Bruenor.
Can I take advantage of their distraction?
Yes, Divit, as these ones actually start walking away, you see the shaman unfazed, like doesn't break his contact. You see there's now kind of like a nice little area you could loop around and get access to the to this thing. You know these things are getting closer and closer to Bruenor, so you don't necessarily know how long this ruse may or may not last. But for right now, they're just kind of like and moving forward.
Okay. Well, Bruenor said to do something crazy, so I got an idea. Sounds like something bad is in the hole, so maybe I can try to plug the hole with some fucking shatter. I want to cast shatter. I'm like, Rial, now! And I cast shatter right under the feet of the little sorcerer KoBold, so that it covers like him and part of the hole. I'm trying to bust up that hole, basically.
All right.
Bust up that.
Hole, bro.
Dope. Give me a shatter, Divot. Now this will be an initiative. This is at this point
Okay, but wait, what if I?
you'll be visible, and this is initiative.
What a reveal, though.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. I will let you. You know what? You'll get this off as the almost like the popcorn start to our initiative turn. So, this is cool. All right,
He's unbothered, almost as if he bet on it. He's like,
all right,
almost
so it
always
get
ready.
the ground underneath him gets a saving throw. It rolled a 6. So that fails. All right, Divot, you see these new scrimshod purple runes in your arm start glowing. You got a shatter. I just wanted to make sure you want to cast it underneath the shaman, kind of on that edge there.
What is it's 10 feet is the radius, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so can I cast it? Oh, my screen is moving all over. Yeah, I want to cast it underneath him so that it's like, I mean, like, if I could cast it in the middle of the hole, that would hit him, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it would. You would
Okay.
also hit the lightning
Oh.
if you cast it in the middle of the hole.
Let me put it right under his feet, like I said originally.
Okay, cool. So the ground underneath him. Oh my gosh! Hold on, dudes.
Can I ask something real fast while this paint is being applied to the canvas?
Yeah, I need to
before
prepare to
initiative
draw a square like this. So please.
I mean, I got the readout before he fucking shattered. Can I do a little quick something and?
Heck yeah, because this is about to probably be pretty crazy. Go ahead.
Team mode!
So, so I would ideally, if it works, we'll see how this goes, but move to about here and try and do a hide before, because can I hide under these stairs, or are they pretty...
Hide while invisible. You just want to hide so that when you attack, you're hidden still. Mm-hmm. Because you'd get your sneak attack firing from invisible anyway, just so you know.
Yeah.
But yes.
So, okay, the goal is to do the move, because I need to be in range for
That's
the
right.
mage hand ledger domain.
Yes.
So I do want to grab the scepter before shit
Yes,
goes
that's
down.
right. Okay. So
But
give
I will
me
activate.
a stealth check, Rial.
Cool. Cheers, thank you. Sorry to interrupt. I was like...
No, I forgot there was like
Hello.
this is like a little team attack that starts the thing off. Basically, Divit's trying to pop it away, and then you're gonna be like yoinksies and try to grab the scepter.
Team attack?
Guys,
Oh, yeah.
guys,
Team attack?
guys.
Like when I ran distraction this time. Getting a choke
Okay.
blow.
My man
Do I have
Rial
advantage on
rolling
this
a
one
2.
because I'm invisible, or?
No, we apparently not. We found that out. We all learned that today.
So that's a 14. Can I throw my bless on top of that as well? Does that apply?
I think it's attack rolls or saving throws. I don't think it said skill check, unfortunately.
Ah,
Unless actually, let me scroll up because I'm actually
Yeah,
not sure.
I'm checking.
We got aid, not bless, right?
That's
Right,
right.
aid.
We ended up
Yes,
getting
aid.
less.
That was
Yes,
just a hit point. My
matter.
bad.
But again, Rial, not to tip the hand too much. These guys' perceptions are very bad, so a 14 is good enough to hide from them.
Yes!
All right, cool. So here we go. Divit, you call your shatter out. 18 damage, very nice. You you watch as the the steps that kind of go up to him, they're kind of like upward toward the pit of this hole. You blow the whole corner of this hole off. Please allow me to draw
Oh my
this.
god, guys, squares.
Oh
It's
my
time,
god, I love
guys.
squares.
It's happening.
Boom.
No, there's no
Square,
way.
square.
Oh my
That's what it's all
gosh.
about. This is what I'm
Wait.
for.
I'm gonna put a couple in there.
Squares?
Put it in my veins.
Multiple squares.
Squares, squares.
Thank you guys. All your support goes into my various square classes. I'm on Skillshare, not a sponsor. I'm selling NFTs of different colored squares. You can own that square forever,
Whoa.
and it'll be yours.
Oh,
Get it on Squarespace from the back of the house. Good one, Sean. All right. You see the shimmering waves of energy that is the summoning of your shatter as your scrimshaw purple arms, skeletal arms glow, and you become visible. You hear the KoBold behind you just like looks over at you, and the shaman starts falling down this hole. You see the side edge of the hole is completely blown away. Rial, your moment of truth as his arms shoot up. You see the staff kind of like floats for half a second as he tries to wrap his hand around it. It's going to be competing strength checks here. Actually, you know what? That's because of the speed of this. Let's do dexterity checks. It's like you're both trying to grab it. Either he's grabbing it and going down with it, or you get it before he does.
I like
and
your
I'm
style.
definitely
kid.
laughing at this dude falling.
I'll roll first.
Especially if you pop invisible like that, you're like,
All right, it's he gets +2 to this. Oh!
Whoa!
My gosh, a natural one.
hey, I'll
Shit
roll in
crit.
a minute. I'll roll in just a second. If I batch his one, I swear to God.
A good day to you, sir.
It won't matter.
All right, so my man. Actually, yeah, no, you can roll a 1.
Well, you know, guys,
I'll need to
my
pack another
gosh.
pole shortly.
that's showbiz, kids.
Ladders up.
Lighters up.
Like
Lighters.
Ladders up.
Lighters.
up.
Lighters up.
Lighters up.
Ladders up.
Lighters up.
Don't forget, light us up.
Lighters up.
Lighters up.
And lighters up. Ooh, a double.
Oh shit! And I didn't even say my favorite dog breed at the very beginning of the show.
Yeah, Jake.
Oh my god, yeah! I've been thinking about that this whole time.
I got y'all.
Please. It's
So if we can just like,
nuts.
Yeah, it's like a splinter.
Yeah, that would have changed the whole campaign, Jake.
sorry guys. I mean, we're having fun
Spill
though,
the
right?
beans. Spill the beans.
What is your
What do you
favorite
think?
dog?
These deeds.
These beams. Oh, these dogs.
Oh, these breeds?
Oh,
these
breeds.
Hey! I said it as fast as my body would allow. I was like, get out of your body. Say it as fast as you can.
So good.
I think there was like secondhand adrenaline with how quick you're just like, ha!
Who these breeds? Okay, Jake, what's
Oh.
your favorite?
So, really have an affinity for schnauzers. They're fun, smart, adorable little dogs. Corgis are great. They got the cake, and they're just wonderful. And I think we're aiming for maybe a border collie, because look at those guys. They're just like
That's a
the
beautiful
Brian of
dog.
dogs. They're
They're
just
like
like
Australian shepherds.
Yeah.
Super smart.
shepherds.
Yeah.
Got a little one. Make a mini smack.
Yeah, see, we all want the mini one. I want a dog, but like, give me the little one. Except Brenna, she's like, give me the biggest dog you have.
I'll take your
I'll
log.
pick the largest one you have
I shall
available.
ride you into battle.
Yeah. It's.
We love
I'm a
winter,
little
though.
bit like Bruenor. If I can't ride it into battle, I can't have it. Fine.
It's true.
Yeah.
All right. So, Rial, you watch as your invisible mage hand. Your invisible mage hand reaches forward as the imagery of the illusionary image of invisibility shimmers away from you as you cast your hand out. You see as the shaman He like reaches for it, and just as he goes to swipe his hand, it plucks the scepter. He swings at nothing. You see him disappear beneath the purple and black magic that bubbles as he passes through it. You see the blue lightning continues to crackle and feed. You see the energy, the purple and black energy continues to bubble and fester. You hear the scream of the shaman. And you just hear and just sounds of evisceration within. Oh, yes! And you see shoot back up out of the hole just bloody blue robes. And they land on the fractured marble stone near the pit that Divit has now made a little bit bigger. And they land with a wet slop. An initiative starts. You see the blue. Hey, guys. Hey, you see the blue electricity that's shooting into the purple wave. Suddenly, the stone statue. You see the eyes go and glow super bright. Just this pure white energy, and you hear "Cool Calamar." You see this beam of energy shoots into this northern dragon. You see the beam kind of slathers onto the oil that covers that covers his body. Sorry. And out of the region of his body, suddenly you just see all the black ooze just forms, and you see this dragon frame of bone and tar with just like jetting streaks of red and white skin that barely hold the frame of the skeleton together. You see this little bone dragon climb out of the pile. You know, the dragon frame's still remaining, but it's like part of ooze, part bone as it crawls out. It is its turn. That was my 20. That was my, you know what, we got a hit for that. That was my 20 on initiative, was this guy.
Dude,
Okay.
Resin dragon.
are you kidding me? I'm functional.
Alright.
Remember, you can take a sip. You can crit sip
Always.
as
You
well.
can also crit sip.
Thank you.
Don't
You're
forget.
right.
Don't forget.
Don't
you know,
forget.
pace yourself.
But
Running
however-
marathons, not the other one.
I want that on
Well,
a shirt so bad.
It's 4 kilometers.
Ooh, his
Matched
passive
up.
perception is good enough.
Not the other one.
Rial, you see as it turns its great, you know, almost like the skull of the dragon Harnax that you left in Emerella, nearly the same size. You see the feminine skull kind of turns and sharply jumps at you. It does have a high enough perception to see you with your 14. It's gonna, let me see here. It's 30-foot cone. It's only gonna hit you, but you're gonna need to make me a saving throw. You see it jumps at you, and suddenly the tar starts pooling into like a little cone in front of its mouth, and it shoots out a 30-foot cone of bone shards. You know, it's the breath weapon. DC 14 dexterity saving throw.
Alright, let's see what we got, y'all.
Oh my.
I'm just in awe of the beauty of that move.
Yeah, oh my.
I need me that attack.
Much bone. Very wow.
Hey, I'm gonna be fair too. He would actually hit this this other guy too.
Oh,
Ooh, nope, that's a
that's a 1 to 2, bro.
Just above the 20. It's like roll 20's randomness is
Yikes.
being called into question right now. All right, Rial. Unfortunately, that is not enough. I think because you have evasion though, you still only take half, even though you failed, because it is an area of effect.
It's an area of effect.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Thank God for evasion, man. Woo.
Yeah, it is tight for rogues. It's
know.
not. I mean, even though half is still quite a bit of damage. You, if you do take you take 36 if you fail. If evasion gives you half, which I think it does. I think you take half if you fail, and you take nothing if you pass.
Right.
Then if you do have that, then you would take 18 piercing damage.
No, I think that's the case. It's half damage, becomes no damage, and then half damage on a failed save.
Perfect. So yes, you take 18 piercing damage on a pass. You're able to dodge a little bit of it, but you see as these piercing shards of bone cut under your skin, you take 18 damage. That is the end of its turn. The winged kobolds go. Bruenor, one of them is the one under you. What do you do with this winged kobold?
Okay. So I see just the hubbub with that shatter, and that guy falling down the hole. I'm just as shocked as everyone else, to be completely honest with you, when it happens. So
That guy.
Right, I didn't expect it. I just kind of figured I would do something crazy, but I didn't have shattered mine. So I hope they see that I'm just as shocked, and they're like, oh, maybe it wasn't her fault. So I think I want to take this guy. I kind of want to go around like this way and see if maybe I can get him, like I'm cool with him, like we're friends. I want to become his like buddy, and so maybe he'll convince the other three that like I'm cool and we're here to like save them from whatever bullshit these guys have going on.
You actually see, like, this thing is not super pleased at the sight of this bone dragon either, and is all too fine to just like retreat with you away from this situation. So it flies the same speed as Brian. So you get about right where you're at right there, and you see that your ruse is still kind of working on the ones around you. Like they still don't really know what's up with you, and now their attention is seemingly turning back toward this area with the dragon. And you see them like, go back. And they all kind of turn and look at the statue at the same time. And there's this like ominous glow of the blue lightning lighting the face of the sharp features of this four-eared kobold god statue that has two of these urks perched on it. You see they're not eager to get to you. They can't reach you. You see they grab like stones, some of the rubble nearby, and they fly up like they're intending to drop the stones down. But they can't quite reach any of their intended targets. This one, however, he's gonna try to just swing over Gus, because you're visible now. He's gonna try to drop a rock on you.
Oh, rude.
It's happened before.
Not again.
That's so rude.
Just make sure it's some good rock.
14 AC.
Bless you.
That doesn't hit, I don't think.
All right, so you see this falling, rock come from the sky, and it just narrowly sidestep it. That's the end of their turn. Tynna, Smoothhands, you are up.
Yeah, so the last thing I saw was Bruenor heading off into the darkness, and then I heard a bunch of chaws, and then I heard maybe some explosions. So yeah, I kind of want to check it out a little bit. But I also want to arm myself, and I want to summon my spiritual guardians, and I want them to come up through the cracks and the craggles in the stone, and I want them to look like little Venus flytraps floating and biting in front of me. And let me double check. I think that protects all of us. Let me double check.
I think it's a 15-foot radius around you.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Let me cast that. My computer's being a little slow. Give me a second.
That's okay. It happens.
Yeah. Everybody's playing D&D. It's a beautiful problem to have.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Tuesday, baby.
Is that a 4? Yeah, 4.
All right, so yeah, you're surrounded by 15 feet. You see this beacon of these spirits that you summon around you. Again, this will be a concentration spell. Or no, is it not? I keep always forget. I don't think
Let me double
it
check.
doesn't say. But maybe it's not in that placard. Maybe it's not.
Yes, it is concentration up to 10 minutes.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
So this will be a concentration spell that you have around you. Just remember, if you ever take any damage, you can be as far as where you are right there on the map. And then you have your move. You moved, I believe it's 25 feet in any direction. So you're kind of, walking down. You see, again, you hear the kind of boom and bang. You see the kobolds over here nearest you on the far west side near the embankment. They're all kind of looking in the direction of the explosion. They don't really notice you walking up.
Yeah, well, I'm going to take that full movement, and I don't want to cause any trouble. I don't want to stir any stuff. I just want to get up close as soon as I can. So I think that'll be it for me now until I can provide some more support.
All right, so yeah, this dome around you kind of here, it doesn't quite reach either of the dragon skeletons, but you're kind of going right down the middle with this, it is quite a sight. These like spinning things floating around you. You walking down the road, pretty sweet. Bruenor.
Yeah, and I'm starting to get to know the little baby Venus flytraps in front of me, giving them all little names and stuff. We have Prickly and Pokey and something else.
Look out for Pokey. I named the big one's name is Bitey.
Okie dokie and artichoke.
Yeah, and then Divit, you're on deck. Bruenor, you're up.
Cool. So I am going to fly this little dude into the lightning.
Dope.
Good for you.
All right. And then are you just gonna ride him into the lightning, or kind of like jump off as you get near the lightning?
I'm gonna jump off as I get near the lightning.
Okay, cool. So we've got a good animal handling. You can do that, no problem. Give me either an acrobatics or athletics check, your call, on how well you can pull off, jumping from the height of the lightning.
Okay, give it a go. Whenever you're ready. Fuck. Alright, it's fine. I just wanted it to hit the lightning. I'll deal with the rest of it.
Shit, crit.
All right,
I
Bruenor.
got smoke about it, I'm mad.
She didn't have advantage for any kind of reason.
You fly the.
That's not the worst.
That's
not the worst.
No, a natural 1 is the worst.
that is the worst.
You've played Dungeons and Dragons before.
So you manage to fly the this Urk, you're kind of like steering it down, and as you're flying toward the lightning, you notice again it's kind of like bird-like. Suddenly, as you're like getting closer, it's like looking up at you, like and it's like starting to freak out a little bit. But you use your strength to kind of like force it down, and you jump off of it, and you push with your feet, and you watch as the Urk gets blasted by this lightning.
Gotcha. Oh my.
And is dead.
That was so many dice. Oh no.
And Bruenor, go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Oh no.
Ooh.
That would be a DC 14.
I got an 18.
There you go. You take 11 as you kind of like you start falling, and you're like, yeah, I've got this, and then suddenly the lightning just goes like and folds the other direction, and you get like a shock of lightning up your feet, like whoa! It kind of feels not terrible. It's like whoa, shoot, who? You feel all your atoms kind of moving around inside you,
Like a Thames machine on my feet. Yeah.
But yeah, you took 11 lightning damage,
Okay.
and
Well,
do manage to land. Well, you can choose which side you wanted to land on that, though.
it's electrifying. I want to land on top of this goblin guy right over here. Can I do that?
Where
Like,
at?
can this guy break? Can I land on top of this dude in the corner here? This like.
And then he could take falling damage, not Bruenor.
Yeah, you would land on him.
Yeah.
And with the 1, yeah, I would say you would both just kind of like, you would just collapse on top of him and you would both fall prone.
Cool.
You kind of land on his back. He's like, whack into, and you just kind of crush him into the rock, and you both land on the ground. He helped break your fall a little bit.
Thank you.
And,
Thank you. That was so kind of you. Thank you.
Fall over on the ground. You got anything else, Bruenor? I mean, that was dope.
I'm prone, right?
You are prone right now, yes.
Cool. Was any of that an action, or was that all a move? I mean, I did do a dexterity save.
Yeah,
once,
the
right?
pushing him into the lightning would have been an action.
Action? Okay, because I was going to see if I can get up. But yeah, okay, cool. Then I'm prone. Then I will just, yeah, that's good enough for Daddy. Let's do that. I want to just be, because I'm going to keep pretending to try to be just as surprised. Like, whoa, what the fuck? This is crazy. Whoa, yeah.
Just so, I don't know why the lightning isn't dead. I know it looks like the lightning is dead.
I know, I was like, what happened?
Nah. It's this guy that's dead. He's dead. He's very dead. He's like, you did a really good job at
So
him being dead.
dead. He's so good.
All right, so Bruno, if you're done, Divot, you're up.
All right. So, shout out to all the old school buds. We're gonna run it back and a fucking shatter again. I think I shouldn't have gone straight for the hole. I should have hit a little foreplay on the statue first.
Smart.
Divot, make an Arcana check.
Okay. Arcana.
Oh man.
Come on, man.
Which
Oh.
Whoa! Shit, crit.
Shit crit.
I get the giggles, you guys.
Lord shit.
All right, yeah, Divot, go ahead. So you go to cast Shatter. Go ahead and cast Shatter for me.
all right.
Oh, no.
Right in the middle of the statue.
All right, sweet. It's a DC 17 Constitution save. Divot, go ahead and make me a DC 17 Constitution save.
Oh my god.
All right, you grab the spell in your hand and you go to cast it at the statue. And as the vibes of energy rest against the stone, you watch as they get sent right back at you. And a shatter gets cast on you, Divot.
Oh my god.
David knows.
And you take 9 thunder damage.
All right. Da-da-da-da.
Also, this Urk that's by you.
I have to ask real quick, since he is the lightning dodger, would he get a saving throw against that?
He did. He had a DC 17 Constitution save.
Oh, another one, just because of the...
Can you have 2 though?
But I'm trying for you.
Why not another one?
All right, and then so yeah, Divot. Unfortunately, casting spells upon this particular statue does not seem to be great. There was a check to see if you might have picked up on that, but unfortunately, it was turned against you, Divot, and you take 9 damage from your own shatter. But so does the Urk. Also has to make that saving throw. They actually don't have a ton of hit points. So I rolled a 4, so he takes 9. That Urk dies. So you see us kind of sitting on the ground in front of you, Divot, getting ready to run at you like a goose, and the ground shakes under it, and a couple
Like
of
a
the stones from
terrifying
the ground
goose.
just kind of smash it. And this Urk is not in good shape. They're not really strong, there's a lot of them.
Damn, your statue did you like that, homie?
Did you have anything else, Divot?
I can still use a bonus action, yes?
Yes, but you can't cast a bonus action spell. But you could use any of your bardic bonus action stuff.
Yeah, I'll use my Mantle of Inspiration to give anybody who's maybe kind of farther away than they'd like to be a chance to bounce around and not take any attacks.
Yeah.
Dope. What is the range on Mantle of Inspiration?
Oh yeah, I think it's anybody I can see.
Yeah, you can see. Yeah. And you do have a robe of eyes. So you have good vision.
Everyone.
Yeah, that would be you, Rial, Bruenor, and I'd even give you Tynna because she's a glowing light walking up, and you've got a robe of eyes.
Oh.
All right, yeah.
And
the
Brian,
whole gang.
Brian up on the hill.
Oh, Bri.
You can see
All
Brian.
right, yeah. So all of them.
Awesome.
So remember, right now
think
you can use your reaction
to move a certain number of. Go ahead and cast. I can't remember what it is. A certain number of feet.
Yeah. Sorry, my connection is a little slow.
That's
yeah,
okay.
Roll20's been
It's all
rough
good.
Okay, so. Boom.
60 feet, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So Tynna is not in range. 10,
Oh,
20, 30,
damn.
60. I
Dang,
would let
dang,
Brian,
diggity
Brian
dang.
can, Rial, and 10, 20, 30, 40.
I don't know.
And Bruenor's right in range. So like she's right at 60.
Hey!
yay!
So Bruenor, you
All
could
right.
use your reaction to stand up, which would be
That's what I was thinking.
yeah, that'd be prone.
Good, really.
If you want to use your reaction.
And I know y'all already have extra hit points from Tynna, but if you don't have temporary hit points, now you have 8 temporary hit points.
Yay!
Yeah, and that
Oh,
does
good.
stack with the other source, which is dope.
And I always forget because I feel like we've waffled on it. Am I allowed to cast that on myself?
Yeah, because you can see you.
Okay, so that would be
You were not
Bruenor, Rial, Brian, and I can't get it to Thoricus or Tynna, so I guess myself.
Cool.
Okay, cool.
And then yeah, if you wanted to use your reaction to move as well, Divit, you can take that as well. Anybody who got that boon and wants to use their reaction to move can move. What is it? Up to their speed
It's a full
without
move, right?
provoking attacks of opportunity.
I will stand.
I ain't gonna, I'm not gonna stand. I'm gonna mosey on up to this scepter we got floating in the air. But I'm just gonna walk up to it. I'm like, look at everybody else. Just, so all I can do is move on this turn, so.
Right.
This is that dope reaction. But yeah, I'm gonna,
Sweet.
I don't get the attack of opportunity from the weird tar bone dragon, so.
Nope. Which is dope. Yeah, you don't even
Atta-
have to disengage.
I'll use my movement to get between Rial and these guys.
Sweet.
Dude.
You kind of set yourself there at the bottom of the stairway that leads up to where Rial's standing on the broken edges of this hole into the earth. Rial, as you kind of get close to it, you feel that strange, just like raising hiss of magic from within, some kind of angry spirit down below. Divit, if you're done, it is. Or no, that was your bonus action.
Yep. I am done though, I believe. Yeah.
Rial, you're up.
Oh, shit. Okay. So, I do have another little. I don't think I've ever used this fucking spell, but I want to throw out Disguise Self. As close as a Kurtelmach that I can be.
Oh, no.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's step one if that flies.
Yeah, hit me with it. Let's see.
Cool.
I just want to make sure. I don't know if they get a saving throw, or it might be something where they have to like literally inspect you.
Yeah, from what I remember, like if I had like the 4 ears, if they touched it and it's not my ears, they would detect it immediately. That throws the whole gig off.
So ear stuff is out.
We're not
That's a
here
no.
for ears.
No ear
No.
play.
I'm out.
No,
No
Big
ear play.
no ear play.
We're gonna lose some people on that.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah,
I'm
so
already
it's
out. I
act-
told you. I'm done.
Yeah. It's in my contract, actually.
So
All right.
this shit lasts an hour as long as nobody touches me.
Foot taller or shorter.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do what I can.
And it's a 1 foot difference, but I mean, if I'm a little bigger, like it's fine. He's
Yeah.
a god. He's
Yeah,
a little
exactly.
kobold god.
Who do they know? All right. So this will, so they will, to discern that you're a disguised, the creature can use its action to inspect you. And then it's got to do an investigation check against your spell save DC. Yeah, I like this. So yeah, Rial, you're looking at a statue of Kurtelmach, the KoBold god currently. So it's pretty easy to, like, as you grab the scepter, let the magic shimmering transform you into, maybe a little taller version of, maybe that's what the KoBold god would be. He'd be about, 4'1" or something like that. And all the gold kobolds would be like, wow. And yes, you adopt the form of of Curdle Mac, and the all the kobolds around you turn and look at you. What do you do?
So, I'll say this just because it's at least as much as I've adopted is Kurtulmak! And then point the scepter into the portal. Kurtulmak!
Give me a deception check with advantage.
Ooh.
Oh man.
If this fails, I just imagine it's like a shitty like kid's birthday party performer where it's almost the suit. It's like, hey!
No, you fit the
Like, we don't
sword.
talk like that, dude.
No fails.
We're rolling. It's a lot of hots and knots tonight.
Ooh,
Kids.
ooh.
Be real honest, I'm not supposed to be bleeding right now.
No. Well, that's no good at all.
Oh no.
No.
Them's the breaks, kid.
Oh man.
Well,
All right,
you know,
Rial.
But
You watch as every single kobold in this vicinity, excluding these ones up here by Tynna that you can't really see, so you don't know. You imagine they're pissed too. They all turn and look at you as you hold the scepter, you know, and they hear you shout it, and you hear the Kokomek kind of echo in the canyon for a second, and then they all start like chittering their teeth. And you hear the chattering like a bunch of hyenas all around you. And you just hear in one unison reply, "Not Kurtulmak!" And it's their turn.
Don't play God, kids. Don't try to pretend you're God.
Rial, do you have anything else you wanted to do in your turn?
Jeez, so what? I use my move. I don't think there's anything else I can do. Just wait for what the fuck's gonna happen.
Yikes.
Hey, do
All
something crazy. It's always worth it. I say this now, but hey.
All right. So it's the kobolds' turns. I just want to make sure I'm doing this right. All right. So there will be competing acrobatics checks. You see the Royal Guard guys that have kind of the turquoise armor. Divit, you'll get an attack of opportunity on both of them. You see they just, not both of them. Yeah, in fact, you actually used your reaction to move. So, unfortunately, they just run right past you. And the first one, Rial, is going to attempt to...
question, could
Yeah.
that have just been my movement?
yeah, because you
instead
didn't
of-
actually use your move. Totally. You get an AOO on this first guy. He starts running past you.
Tight. But it's got to be a melee weapon, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
I mean, you do have cool breeze.
Yeah.
Cool
Oh,
breeze,
all right.
James
Time to
Breeze.
bust out the new toy. Hit him with that cool breeze.
Oh my god.
So many dice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Jeez.
All right. Yes.
Okay.
Dude, dope. Yeah, so Divot, you see one of them's just like, "Not Kurtulmak!" And he starts running, and you can see he's gonna try to like run and push Rial. And you just kind of let him past you at first, and you turn around and you cut with this frost blade. And it just
Yo,
severs
yeah.
him completely.
I yell Mortal Kombat and cut him in half with my ice blade like Sub-Zero.
Divot, you see the top half of him just floats right past Rial and falls into the hole. You hear again, "Not Kurtulmak!" as the second one, unfortunately unable to be stopped by your AOO, also tries. Rial, we're going to be doing competing. You can choose athletics or acrobatics. I'm not super shocked which one you'll do.
about
He gets
that?
+3 to this. He did not roll great. He got a 6.
Oh, you know what? You give the poor kid a break here. Let's see. Athletics or acrobatics? Oh, well. Not level 9, though. Come on, buddy.
Oh.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh, dirty.
You got a 30.
golly.
All right, Rial, you see he's like, and he runs up and he goes to just like football tackle you. And you just lay him with your cape and he dives right into the hole. You hear again, and a little broken, crushed green helmet lands outside of the hole, covered in blood.
I gesture at that shit. Don't fuck with this. Like,
You see this one.
trying to be God again.
We're just gonna feed this guy till he's tired.
We got another one, Rial. He can reach you. Here we go. He gets +3 to this. He gets a 9.
Oh, you need another acrobatics?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, 9 means
How's
no
about
in German, right?
18?
All right, not enough to actually
Crushing
push
these
him away,
rolls.
but you stop him. You see he kind of runs up to you, and you're able to lean back and kind of like kick him with your feet and stop him dead in his tracks. This one is going to 1, 2, 3, and that's hard terrain. All he can do is get to the stairs, and all these two can do is get to there, to the edge. Tynna, you see the two nearest you are going to run in, but they're going to be subject to the 4 damage of your spiritual guardians. And they both kind of just shoot these little like slings at you. They're kind of like basically like slingshots. Boom. Hitting a 6 AC and a 19 AC.
The 6 definitely doesn't hit. Sorry, give me 1 minute. Oh, I am a 19.
Okay,
So-
sweet. So that does hit.
Yeah.
You take 4 piercing damage. As one of these little bolts lands true on you. The other two to the side there, they're all going to eat that 4 damage though. They're also. I'm sorry. There's 2 more shooting slings at you. 1,
Okay.
2. That's an 11 AC and a 13 AC. Both miss, and they all take 4. You see the Venus flytraps just start eviscerating them as they move into your little sphere of doom. Perhaps folly, but again, the black soulless eyes, they just move in on you with little concern, seemingly for their own health. Divit, you watch as one of the other ones above you, where one of the dragon's skeleton lathe hops down at the top of the steps and drops down, and then these guys are all going to kind of just start moving over here. They can't really jump down from behind the statue. This guy's got to go to the. He could make it down to the bottom. So yeah, you see as the the kobolds kind of start just spilling in great numbers. Nearly 24 or so, and 25. Lost count. They all start running up to the rims and edges. You see them start pulling their slings out, and they're just like, they're all furious about this, false idol that dared stand before them, that now is holding, one of their holy relics. That's actually, hilariously, the end of their turn. So Thoricus, Onyxheart, you're up. What do you do?
Oh. You're angry? You should have joined us when you had the chance. Papa knows how to do one thing really well. Nap. The rest of things, I will fucking leave up to the dice. So, napping, no problem. We'll see what the fuck I can do though. So you said that the ones that are in the aquamarine or turquoise or what? It was turquoise, I think you said?
It was just specifically the ones that are over by the shaman. Those are different ones. All these ones are rank and file. They are they're a little beefier than your standard KoBold because of this like infusion with the black eyes and stuff. But yeah, they're all pretty much the same, even though they have different art. Just wanted to pep it up a little for you.
Oh yeah, no, I love pepper.
A little extra pep.
Yeah, spicy.
Cue to me at like 3 o'clock in the morning, like, I need different KoBold armors.
It's like, bro, you should have colored them differently. Like, how would I know? That one looks exactly like the other one.
Thank you.
How would I know that?
Right, how would you know? You wouldn't.
Oh man, this is such a tough decision. because I thought that, because you said the ones in the light blue colored armor were.
Do something crazy.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna. So I'm.
Something crazy.
Yeah. I'm gonna be right here. I'm just gonna move right here because why not? I'm right next to Tynna. She's got the,
Yeah, Venus flytraps
spirit
flying
guardians just tearing shit apart around us. We're both good. And that puts me in range of both of these little birdie dragon thingies. So, I guess ultimately I would kind of like to see if, because the Blightbringer is from this plane or realm or whatever the nomenclature is, to see if maybe I can absorb some of that dark, life-sucking magic into ye old Blightbringer, and when she strikes, it feeds the rage top of Thoricus' soul.
I will say this, Thoricus. The area around you, not yet tainted strongly enough with the Shadowfell for what you think, but you are looking over at that river of tar, and you're like, maybe if I gave the baby a little dip in there, maybe a little, maybe a little goopy dip might give you a little some from that. Get it wet the old.
Little guac and chips, little nacho cheese.
Yeah,
Dippity do it.
Get nice dippity doo dah.
I'm a Denver Dan man.
That's what's going on. A little dippy dip. Little DQ dip.
Dippy
Little dilly bar. Little dilly bar. Get in there. Dip. Make it happen.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was supposed to fuck this thing up, I think.
I mean, I'm sure that's what you're hoping.
Gosh, you're so right. How did you know?
No, they have 13 ACs, so it's they're not again KoBold. They're strength in numbers. They're not particularly. Those are both hits and kills, Thoricus. After they've taken already, they've already taken 4 damage.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. That's really what I was hoping for.
And so, what do you do to these guys, Thoricus?
Oh, as I'm running up, I just want to stern finger to the side wag nope. You thought this was a good idea? We were holding back. You didn't even know that 2 of us were even here. When you woke up this morning, did you say, "Gosh, today's gonna be a great day. I'm gonna fuck it up"? 'Cause you should have. You fucked it up. We're here to fix that for you. With 5.
All right, yeah. Those 2 strikes are enough to kill the 2 of them, Thoricus. So you testify on those 2. I think you still have a little bit of move and your bonus action attack if you did want to get up to one of the other guys.
Oh gosh. I mean,
with a good time, why don't you?
Oh no, I didn't mean to get on top of you. Or did I? Can I get there? I think I can get there.
You can get there because you with your burst from the
battle alacrity.
Yeah, battle alacrity. So
oh.
Yeah, you're like, and then they just start spraying blood out, and then you're like, and then you show up over here, and you have one more attack.
Oh hi. Can I talk to you about your cellular phone?
What's up? Oh hi.
Right, and then I can bonus action. Right? Sweet sassy molassy.
That is a hit, and with 4 is not enough. So this one does survive your strike. You see it and you turn around and thwack it right in the shoulder. You see the heft of Lucille kind of settles into his shoulder. You know you probably broke the bone. He kind of hisses and chitters at you. You know, his face kind of resembles that of a little tiny dragon on a little humanoid body, and it's just like, after you fought some wordlings and stuff like that, these little guys were they're cake, and you're just kind of breezing through them. But you are surprised that this one managed to survive. You see it looks back up at you with those burning black, intense eyes. You got anything else?
I would, I don't know if I can, but I'm gonna try because you always told me to do that. I would like to, if I may, grab it by its face and put its dark black eyes right in front of mine and speak to its soul and say, find yourself. You're better than this. You don't have to die by my hand. You can serve a better purpose, like we all are.
Give me a intimidation check, Thoricus, with advantage.
18?
So, in this moment, this thing straight runs away. So you have an attack of opportunity on it if you wanted to use it. It just is, it's gonna just run. It's like, and just runs.
Alright, I know that I already have the ladies out, so to switch them out would just be a waste of my time and everyone else's. Like this conversation. Alright. Just barely.
Yeah, you actually got him.
Yeah, just barely. Good hashtag good enough.
Yeah. Good enough.
You see, he's just starting to get out of the reach of your axe, Thoricus. He's dead. What do you do to him?
Well, as I put him down, I'm like, you had the choice. You chose poorly. You might, if you have any like last screaming breaths inside of you, you probably should warn the rest of your friends, because this is gonna happen a lot if you don't.
Yeah, you see the one that's standing nearby is just like, he saw his friend like basically about to run away, and then just like right as he gets out of the reach, this two-sided axe just slices him down the spine, and he falls to the ground in a pile of himself. And he just looks up at you. You see, he also doesn't seem particularly interested in fighting you. And with your reaction already spent, he also begins to flee up the road. Do you have anything else?
No. I think I've done enough damage for right now.
All right, this is a big one. The breath weapon recharges on a 5 or 6.
Oh!
Oh,
No.
fuck.
All right,
Oh,
you see the bone dragon kind of seemingly moving of its own accord, dripping with this black sludge. It leaps off of the ruin, and you just see like the gray stone underneath it crash as it leaps into the sky. Its wings don't seem capable of making it fly very gracefully, although it still hovers with a strange magic. As you see the like bones and flayed skin of the wings just kind of flapping in the sky. It looks down on you again. Rial and Divit, you see the billowing cyclone of bone coming out once more. Go ahead and make you guys, and then that dude also has to make one. Make me a DC 14 dexterity saving throw.
Alright.
Moment.
Hang on 2 minutes.
Nice. So everybody passed. If you pass, you take 18. And if you fail, you take 36. I think, Rial, you end up taking like none, right? Because you passed.
I wouldn't also be partially obscured behind the stairs, would I?
Let's see here. I mean, because it's kind of flying, like it's not on the ground. I think it would be.
Oh, yeah.
It like specifically was trying to hit both of you guys, but it did wax his own dude at the same time. So yeah, you see the bone shards kind of like cut into it as it just kind of like flashes down this giant cyclone of bone. Rial, go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw. Another one.
Another one?
Yeah, another one. DC,
Okay.
15.
How much damage was it? I'm sorry.
18.
Cool.
If you pass.
Gonna take damage in the bone zone.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Bone zone just always results in
Bone
messy.
zone.
Alright, let's see. Sorry about that.
Nice.
17 again.
All right, you see, you kind of like, you start getting blasted by these shards of bone, and you're able to like avoid them. And as you kind of back up, you feel your feet kind of step on one of the stones. And for a moment, your hand starts falling backwards. And you feel that feeling in your stomach when you're about to fall a great distance. And your hand starts reaching forward, and you manage to reach down and hook a rock with your bow. And that's where we're gonna pick it up next time, guys.
Nope, I am unmuting. That is fucking bullshit. Nope.
Wow. Wow.
He passed.
Let's go.
Ooh.
Mutiny.
I cannot wait. There is, guys,
Wowzers.
buds. There is some stuff coming up. I'm ready. I'm excited. I look forward to these next few games with you all, as I have so looked forward to all of the last ones. So I mean, it's not that huge of a difference, guys. Holy crap! Big love, mad love to the wonderful cast of Weed&d. These amazing players, 5 of my favorite human beings on the entire planet. Abby, Brenna, Gus, Jake, Drew, you guys are what makes this thing so freaking incredible, and I, for 1 second, will never, ever forget it. Thanks to the buds, thanks to everybody just for hanging out, having a good time, being positive, being happy. Fucking tell somebody that you're fucking proud of them tomorrow, just for me. Just like anybody you think of, just tell them. You know, see if you don't feel a little fucking better. Go get it. Go fucking be nice, have fun, be silly, and fucking play Dungeons and fucking Dragons with your friends. However you want to. You do it your way. This is the way we like to do it. And fucking hey, dudes. Thank you guys so fucking much. I love doing this. We will be back next Tuesday at 8 p.m. to see what's going on with this bone dragon. We got this little ritual we like to do around here. Maybe you've heard about it. Maybe you haven't. But we like to go. Make sure we're not going to light any of our friends, family, or household. I just can't get it anymore. Household pets on fire and go. Lighters out. Thanks so much for playing D&D with us, guys. We fucking love you.
Bone zone.
Wow, but
Get
like,
in the bone zone.
brother,
Patient.
give me loots.
That went a million different ways I sure didn't expect.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what? You can't touch me. 'Cause I'm from the internet.